This is the Bengals Radio Network. Bengals football is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank. With over a decade of partnership, Fifth Third Bank and the Cincinnati Bengals are better together. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals. This is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
54 seasons ago, the most innovative coach in sports history brought professional football to Cincinnati. And today, the Cincinnati Bengals get their third opportunity to make Paul Brown's dream a reality as they face the Los Angeles Rams in Super Bowl 56. It is time for the pigskin to fly at palatial SoFi Stadium here in Los Angeles. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Dan Hoard alongside the Bengals starting left guard 40 years ago in Super Bowl 16, Dave Lapham, and it is great to have you with us for our coverage of the Bengals' third Super Bowl appearance. Let's get to Lap's keys to the game. They're brought to you by the Hillman Group. Need to replace your lost or damaged automotive key or just get a backup? Go to your local Ace Hardware and save up to 60% compared to dealership prices. They cover more than 92% of vehicles on the road, including yours, so get yours today.
Dan, this game's going to be won and lost in the trenches like they usually are. I'm going to talk letter T today. My first T is trenches. Give Joe Burrow time, another T, and obviously space. The Bengals are 7-0 when Joe gets sacked 2 times or less. 11-2 when he's sacked 4 times or less. 2-4 when he's sacked 5 times or more. Give him time. Give him space. Win in the trenches. Second T, turnovers. Bengals are +5 in the playoffs. 7 takeaways. Interception by 6 different players. 6 picks in the postseason. Steal a possession or 2 and give none away. In Super Bowl 16, we stunk in that regard. We gave the ball away 4 times, only took it away once. Lost the football game 26-21 as a result after falling behind 20-0. If you do make a mistake, turn it over. Get over it. Move on. Don't let the mishap become 2 or 3 like happened in Super Bowl 16. Get back on track. Then trust, another T. Trust your technique, another T. And your teammates, a third T. If you lose a snap to the stars like Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Cooper Kupp, compartmentalize. Everybody loses a snap to these guys. It happens. Compartmentalize. Make your technique adjustments. Tempo. The great Sam Weiss went with the no huddle and revolutionized football. The Rams changed tempo, Dan. We'll see some no huddle. And it'll be interesting to see how the Bengals handle that no huddle, that up-tempo. Toughness, mental and physical toughness. Trickeration, gadgets and gimmicks. Offensively and on special teams. Element of surprise there. Another T, tackling. The Rams are not a good tackling team at the second and third level, at the linebacker and secondary level. Make some hay, yards after catch, run after catch. Bottom line is find a blend, the perfect mix of creativity and discipline for this football game. Who will break tendencies and add the best tweaks to their core plays, like we said all year. Make different things look the same, and the same things look different. The team that does that and holds on to the football, takes care of the ball, wins this football game.
We are waiting for the captains to approach the 50-yard line for the coin toss. It looks like the Bengals are going to send 4 captains out there today. Kevin Huber, Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, and Von Bell. So special teams, offense, and defense all represented. It appears that Matthew Stafford will be the only member of the Rams to head out to the NFL logo at the 50-yard line for the pregame coin toss.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the honorary captains for Super Bowl 56. The captains of the California School for the Deaf, Riverside Cubs. And players from the...
Huber, Mixon, Burrow, and Bell marching toward the 50. Matthew Stafford about to arrive from the opposite sideline. The Bengals, even though they are playing at the Rams home stadium, are technically the home team today, so the Rams will be calling the coin toss. Our referee today, a Harvard-trained lawyer, Ron Torbert. He's in his 12th year in the NFL. This will be the first Super Bowl he has worked as a referee.
Billie Jean King going to be the honorary coin flip.
Good afternoon, captains. Welcome to Super Bowl 56. Congratulations to both you and your teams on your fine seasons. Here's the coin we're going to use for today's game. The Super Bowl 56 logo is heads. The AFC and NFC championship team logos is tails. Los Angeles, you are designated as visitors today. What is your call?
Tails.
Tails is the call. Tails is the call. Ms. King, would you do us the honor of flipping the coin, please? It is heads. Cincinnati has won the toss. Cincinnati has won the toss. Just very good choice in the second half. You hit the ball. Which way do you want to kick? Los Angeles will receive the opening kickoff. Good luck, captains. Let's play football.
Well, for what it's worth, this is the Bengals' third Super Bowl appearance. That was the first time they won the coin toss.
How about that? And Dan, third quarter, when the Bengals, get the ball on the deferral to start the third quarter, they've outscored the opponent counting playoffs over 70 points.
We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with the start of Super Bowl 56 in just a moment on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, football is back! So consider this your official excuse for always putting football watching first, courtesy of Pepsi. That haircut appointment? Seeing the in-laws for the first time in ages.
It's been so long.
Nope, sorry, Susan, not if it's on Sunday. Long story short, after the year we've all had, we think you could use a little football watching. So crack open a Pepsi and cheer your football watching face off. With love, Pepsi. Made for football watching. That's what I like.
This is Jim Breach, former kicker and all-time leading scorer for the Cincinnati Bengals. This season, the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation will be donating $500 for every made Bengals field goal to help make a positive, lasting change in the battle with mental illness. Up to $10,000 will be donated to 1 in 5, helping the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation and you kick the stigma and start the conversation.
Now is your chance to order your 2022 Bengals season tickets. Lock in your tickets now and get the best seats for all our home games.
Season ticket members get the best seats, the best prices, playoff priority, and more. Secure your 2022 season tickets with an initial payment of just $200 per seat.
For Bengals season tickets, call the Bengals ticket hotline at 513-621-8383 or go to Bengals.com. Rule the jungle.
The biggest Sunday ever for Bengals fans is almost here. While you're stocking up for the big game, don't forget to add Kleenex and Cottonelle to your lineup. Kleenex Ultra Soft's gentle protection is there for you through all your game day moments. Plus, the feel-good freshness of Cottonelle Mega Roll keeps you on the field for every play. Stop by Kroger today to stock up on large count packs of all your game day essentials, including Kleenex, Cottonelle, Scott, and Viva. Who Day!
Thanks for tuning in on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network as we get set for Super Bowl 56.
Today's opening kickoff, Dan, as always, might as well. It's the Super Bowl, just like any other game once the ball's kicked and the kickoff is printed. Bill and Adam Weber at AE Door and Window, they sell the best and service the rest.
As the designated home team, the Bengals had the opportunity to pick the uniforms they wanted to wear today. Not allowed to wear the orange alternate jerseys. That would have been their choice. They've got black jerseys, white pants, orange stripes, orange socks, and the iconic tiger striped helmet. The Rams, white jerseys, yellow pants, blue socks, and the blue helmet with the Ram logo.
There have been 10 kickoffs returned for touchdown in Super Bowl history. No punt returns have been taken back to the distance, so going to have to play solid special teams. You don't want an unconventional, unscripted score in this football game.
And one of those kick return touchdowns, of course, courtesy of Stanford Jennings in the Bengals' last Super Bowl appearance, Super Bowl 23, back in 1988. There are always long breaks between segments in the Super Bowl, so right now the players are nervously pacing around, waiting to get the go-ahead. Evan McPherson has just been handed the football. He has not placed it on the tee yet. They are showing The Rock on the video board. The circular video board, the Oculus above the playing surface here at $5 billion SoFi Stadium, and The Rock is getting everybody fired up and ready to go.
I wonder when he's going to start working out. Man, he looks terrible. Who do you think we're better together this week? Be sure to catch next week's Bengals Weekly to see who comes away today with Fifth Third's Better Together moment of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champions of the NFC, your Los Angeles Rams.
So you can hear the roar in the background for the Los Angeles Rams, just introduced by The Rock. And it's pretty obvious that this is not a Rams home crowd. It's a corporate crowd for any Super Bowl. I'm guessing we probably have more fans rooting for the Bengals than the Rams, because neutral fans want the underdog.
Absolutely.
Now The Rock introducing the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champion of the AFC, your Cincinnati Bengals.
And it is without question that more of the fans inside this stadium, even though it is a Rams home stadium, will be rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals today.
Well, last in the NFC Championship, the Rams had to go silent snap count because the 49er fans were more numerous and loud. And the Bengal fans may be doing the same thing today.
Our broadcast vantage point is on the Bengals sideline. We're in the corner of the stadium. If you can picture a playing field, the Bengals end zone is to our left. The Rams end zone is to our right. And we are in the corner closest to the Bengals end zone. That's our vantage point. Looking down on the field, the NFL logo is at the 50-yard line, as is always the case in a Super Bowl. And then you have Super Bowl logos that start around the 18-yard line on each side of the field and stretch out to about the 32.
This is the kind of stuff that drove me crazy. You know, Hollywood, you have to have the big stars. They have to take the stage. And football kind of, it gets disjointed a little bit. Get after it on this opening kickoff. Get that juice back.
The run-up by Evan McPherson, the swing of the right leg, and thwack, Super Bowl 56 is underway. Brandon Powell will let it fly over his right shoulder. It bounces in the end zone for a touchback, and the Rams will begin from the 25-yard line.
Brandon Powell has made a big impact on the football team as a punt returner, Dan. He's come off the practice squad and electrified that phase of special teams for the Rams.
The Rams expected to rotate 3 running backs today. They have Darrell Henderson back from injury. Cam Akers gets the start. Matthew Stafford under center on 1st and 10 from the 25. 2 receivers out to the left. Van Jefferson out to the right. Odell Beckham Jr. and Cooper Kupp out to the left. It's a running play. Akers started left, cuts it back toward the middle. Sam Hubbard pulls him down at the 29-yard line. A 4-yard run for Cam Akers on the first play of Super Bowl 56.
Lou Anarumo started with 2 safeties deep, but then he brought Von Bell down into the box. He rolled him down, and Jesse Bates was a single safety high on that. They loaded the box.
Stafford in the shotgun, catches the snap, shoulder high, looking left. Now screens it to the right, caught by Akers at the 30, charges forward, picks up a first down at the 35, and makes it out to the 36 to move the sticks for Los Angeles.
And I think we're going to see a lot of that from both football teams. Would not surprise me at all if Joe Mixon gets 10 catches and 12 carries, 22 touches of the football, the way that the Rams play defense. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Akers make a few catches as well.
Eli Apple and Trey Hendrickson combined to make the tackle on the last play. Stafford under center, 1st and 10 Rams from their own 36. Ball on the right hash here at SoFi Stadium. The Bengals moving around defensively, shifting up front. It's a stretch run to the left for Akers. Tries to turn the corner and gets drilled. Chidobe Awuzie nailing Cam Akers for no gain.
Came downhill and making a tackle like that, a physical tackle in space, one-on-one, really good sign. Awuzie is very, very physical on the edge. Logan Wilson was trying to run a cutback opportunity, and Awuzie finished it.
Shotgun snap back to Stafford under pressure, hit by Hendrickson, and sacked back at the 29-yard line.
He beat Witt. He beat Andrew Whitworth around the corner. And I'll tell you what, they went no huddle. They went up tempo, Dan, trying to change the tempo. Hendrickson not really fooled by it whatsoever. He was ready to go. And he did a tremendous job. He knocked Whit to the ground. You don't see Andrew Whitworth sprawled on the ground very often. Trey Hendrickson, and actually Akers picked Whit a little bit. He was there to chip. He chipped Whit. He didn't chip Hendrickson, and Whit went to the ground.
A 7-yard sack. It is 3rd down and 17. Henderson checks in at running back. Stafford in the gun. 3 receivers right. Odell Beckham Jr. out to the left. It's a draw play handoff, and the Bengals aren't fooled. B.J. Hill was there to make the tackle right away. A 2-yard loss, and the Bengals will get the ball after just 1 first down for Los Angeles.
B.J. Hill looked like Aaron Donald. B.J. Hill lined up on the center, and all he did was swim. A big swim move right over the top of Allen, the center. Allen's athletic. He's undersized, but Hill basically destroyed Allen. As athletic as he is, Allen never laid a hand on B.J. Hill and tackled for loss.
4-time Pro Bowl punter Johnny Hecker in for the Rams. He stands at the 12-yard line waiting for the long snap. Shoulder high, launches a low kick, charging forward to catch it at the 35. Trent Taylor, he runs to the 40, middle of the field, 43, and that's where he is buried. So it'll be a good drive start for the Bengals. A 39-yard punt, an 8-yard return by Trent Taylor, and Cincinnati starts not far from the 50-yard line.
Tell you, defensively, they gave up the first down and then slammed the door. And if you defer like that, that's exactly what you want. You want your defense to set them back. They set them back with a sack and tackle for loss on consecutive snaps. And then with the exchange in the kicking game, great start.
We'll take a timeout. The Bengals will have the ball at their own 42 when we come back. You're listening to the Super Bowl. We're scoreless 3 minutes into the game on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
No matter what business you're in, you always want to bring your A game. Cintas helps over 1 million businesses perform at a higher level every day. Our dedicated Cintas service reps can deliver what you need to help your business run smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel, first aid and safety supplies to fire protection services. Oh, I'm ready! Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Looking to make a statement at your next event with something truly unique and special? Vonderhaar's Catering offers the perfect combination of exceptional service and delicious culinary offerings with a variety of menus and packages as well as specialty menus for all your needs. Visit Vonderhaars.com.
All right, football season is back.
Now we can score official gear from our favorite teams just by drinking Pepsi. That means buy Pepsi and get points for a chance to score gear at NFLshop.com.
Oh, but that's not all.
You can even scan the code and use your points for a chance to win other awesome NFL prizes, literally every week. Pepsi, made for football watching. That's what I like.
No purchase necessary. Ends 10/16/21. See rules at madeforfootballwatching.com. Must be a legal resident and 18 or older. Void where prohibited. Message and data rates may apply.
No score, roughly 3 minutes into Super Bowl 56 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals defense getting the job done. The offense will start from the 42. Hakeem Adeniji gets the start at right guard, and C.J. Uzomah gets the start at tight end.
See how C.J. Uzomah operates coming off the line of scrimmage. I mean, when you have an injury like that, the biggest test is going to be pushing a 250-pound-plus body, which he will do with outside linebackers and bigger people than that if he matches up on a defensive end. That's when that's really going to get tested.
Higgins and Chase go out to the left. Boyd and Uzomah go out to the right. Burrow's in the shotgun, and the Bengals will go empty as Mixon motions out wide to the right. See if the Bengals offensive line can hold up. Shotgun snap to Burrow. Short drop. Quick pass. Caught by Tyler Boyd at the 45. Runs toward the far sideline and gets thrown out of bounds. Looked like Might have been a little bit late, but no penalty flag. He stopped at the 50, an 8-yard pickup on the short pass to Tyler Boyd.
And I think that the interesting guy to watch in this football game probably will be Tyler Boyd. Higgins has had some big games. Obviously, Chase has. Tyler Boyd may be the forgotten man by the Rams. He may make them pay.
2nd down and 2. The ball at the 50. Opening drive of the Super Bowl for the Bengals with no score. Boyd goes in jet motion. It's an inside run to Joe Mixon. Weaves through the middle of the pack, and he only picked up 1. He needed 2. He got to the Rams 49. It will be 3rd down and 1.
When Tyler Boyd went in motion, nobody followed him. Zone defense. So Joe Burrow is gathering all this information. The Rams playing zone on that, and they played zone on the first snap of the football game as well, with Tyler Boyd making that reception. So they're not saying, all right, we're going to eliminate Jamar Chase with our guy, with our best cornerback. They're not saying that as of this point. Let's see if they make an adjustment with Jalen Ramsey and Chase.
Mixon out, Samaje Perine in on 3rd down and 1 at the Los Angeles 49. Bengals looking for their first down. Boyd goes in jet motion. They hand it to Perine. He gets stacked up and slammed down. He lost a half a yard. So on 3rd down and 1, the Bengals not only get stopped, they lost a bit. Looked like Ashawn Robinson involved on that tackle, and that would be the 2nd time in a row for him.
And he is a monster. He's a big dude. There's no doubt the Bengals get no movement whatsoever up front. This Rams defense in the regular season was 6th in the NFL in yards allowed and 5th in the NFL in yards per carry allowed. They're no joke against the run.
The Bengals are going to go for it on 4th and a long yard at the Los Angeles 49. Burrow in the gun. Perine stays in. Joe Burrow drops back to throw. Short pass. Batted away. It's incomplete. Intended for Jamar Chase. Looked like Jalen Ramsey got a hand on it. And the Bengals fail on 4th down and 1.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a big momentum turn right there for the Los Angeles Rams. Bengals do get positive yards on 1st down, but then just sputter and stall. And defensively undercut the route. Good route recognition. Gets back into his zone defensive drop. Ernest Jones gets his left hand on the football.
Linebacker Ernest Jones, as Lapp pointed out, the guy that stepped into the passing lane and knocked it away. We've got a timeout. We are scoreless. 9:57 left in the first quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
R&L Carriers has immediate career opportunities nationwide. Looking for a career in the transportation and logistics industry? R&L Carriers has openings for line haul and city drivers, freight handlers, mechanic, clerical, and much more. Visit careers.rlc.com or call 866-200-1600 to start your rewarding career today. Enjoy perks such as company-owned resorts exclusively for our employees, full benefits, and top competitive pay. Be a part of a team that's a leader in the logistics industry. Visit careers.rlc.com or call 866-200-1600 today.
Driven to be the best. It's in the DNA of every Olympic and Paralympic athlete, and in every new Toyota, like the adventurous RAV4 and the fuel-efficient RAV4 Hybrid. Or step up to a Highlander with room for 8, or the best-in-class Highlander Hybrid. Now through February 28th, get 2.49 APR financing on a new 22 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid, or any new 22 Highlander. With approved credit through TFS. Get details at buyattoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At AAA, we know that everybody's dream home is a little different. Every car has its own look. The custom paint job, the scratches, and the add-ons through the years. That's why AAA agents respect your most precious assets for what they really are, pieces of you. So we'll always opt for a quick chat over a chat bot. Bring your insurance policies to life with the help of a real person. Insurance at AAA. We take policies personally. Go to AAA.com/insurance to start the conversation.
Tune in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Bengals weekly radio shows. Visit Bengals.com/broadcast for date, time, and station.
No score, 5 minutes into Super Bowl 56 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Now is your chance to order season tickets for next year. Season ticket members get the best seats at the best price. Don't miss any of the action at Paul Brown Stadium. Call the Bengals ticket hotline at 513-621-8383 or visit Bengals.com/tickets. Technically, that wasn't a turnover, but it's more or less the same as a fumble. The Bengals had it 3rd and 1, then 4th and 1, couldn't gain a yard, and the Rams get the ball at the 50-yard line as a result. We are scoreless. Second drive of the day for Los Angeles. Odell Beckham Jr. motions from right to left. The Rams run it, and Akers is stopped by Logan Wilson. Might have been a 1-yard loss on the play. Logan Wilson reading that play beautifully and tackling Cam Akers.
Boy, both offenses are trying to establish the run, and both defenses are just dominant up front. I mean, not giving an inch. The Rams can't move them anywhere.
Technically, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10, shotgun snap. Stafford under pressure, now running up the middle of the field. He's at the 50, the Bengals 45, and goes into a feet-first slide just past the Bengals 45-yard line. A gain of about 5 on that scramble. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Von Bell made sure that Stafford went to the ground.
And Sam Hubbard was in hot pursuit but could not quite catch up to Stafford. He almost caught him from behind. Stafford picked his feet up and just got away from Sam Hubbard. He dove trying to make that shoestring tackle. Couldn't quite get it done.
The scoreboard says 3rd down and 3. It looks more like 3rd down and 4, quite honestly. The Rams go empty. Stafford with 3 receivers right, 2 out to the left as he waits for the shotgun snap back at the 50-yard line. He sends a receiver in motion. Stafford back to throw, looking left, looks right, throws toward the sideline. It is caught. Cooper Kupp streaking down the sideline to the 30, cuts back to the 25, and gets thrown to the ground by Jermaine Pratt. After that 3rd down conversion, the first catch of the game for Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp does not run out of bounds. That's a good example of it. He caught the football toward the sideline and then got up the football field. He's almost 210 pounds. This guy is stacked. He's put together. Jesse Bates can't make the tackle, and then he cuts Cooper Kupp cuts it back inside for big yards.
Including playoffs, that was his 171st catch of the year. That is an all-time record. It went for a 20-yard gain, and now the Rams are in position. They have it 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 24-yard line. Tightly clustered formation. Stafford under center, takes the snap. Stretch run to the left. Akers make that Henderson, and he gets pulled down at the 20. He was able to gain about 4 on his 2nd carry of the day. B.J. Hill making the tackle.
Well, what the Bengals have to do right now is what they've done so well for a good part of the season. I mean, bend but don't break. Make sure that you give up no more than a field goal opportunity on this drive. The offense did not play complimentary football, Dan. The Bengals defense gave the offense great field position. They got stuffed on 4 downs, and now the defense is in trouble.
2nd down and 6 at the Cincinnati 20-yard line. Stafford in the gun. Henderson to his left. 3 receivers left, 1 out to the right. Stafford back to throw. Throws it to the left. Caught by the running back Henderson. Charges straight ahead. And he'll be pulled down short of the 1st down at the 17-yard line. Tackled by Chidobe Awuzie. 3rd down and 2 coming up.
Big 3rd down right here. Have to minimize this drive now. Don't allow the Los Angeles Rams to convert and then get into the low red zone on you. You got to make a stand right here defensively.
The Bengals have not allowed a team to score in the red zone in the postseason. They've made 6 red zone trips prior to this without getting into the end zone. 3rd down and a long 2 at the Cincinnati 17. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Cooper Kupp, one of the 2 receivers out to the left. Stafford back to throw. He's going to lob it toward the end zone. Odell Beckham Jr. reaches up and comes down to the ball. It's a touchdown for the Rams as Odell Beckham Jr. went up and over Mike Hilton to haul in the game's first touchdown.
Just a great throw right there. Stafford put the ball where Beckham Jr. could make a play on it. Mike Hilton, obviously, his biggest challenge is verticality because he's not very tall. 5'9". Odell Beckham Jr. took advantage of that, and ball put up. Play is made. Mike Hilton never sees the football, tries to rip it out of there with the left hand, but Odell Beckham Jr. grips it tightly to the turf.
Matthew Stafford's 7th touchdown pass of the postseason. He's only thrown 1 interception. Now Matt Gay in to attempt the extra point. His kick is perfect. The Rams take advantage of stopping the Bengals near midfield on a 4th and 1 attempt. A 20-yard pass to Cooper Kupp, the big play on the drive. The final play, the 17-yard throw to Odell Beckham Jr. celebrating on the sideline with his helmet off and his purple hair shining. We'll take a timeout. 6:22 left in the first quarter. The Rams lead the Bengals 7-0 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
How easy I'll claim. We are nature's.
If habits of bird way, the Victor Green is setting his off plus.
Not sure if he's got. He can from online with a phone, his hand.
But Gazelle suddenly then for awaiting buffet.
Guys sign him a claim to help you.
Gazelle gets a fixed thing. Oh, he's so
Grievous, all the drop.
Ohio Cat is proud to support the Cincinnati Bengals as the official construction and equipment partner. As Ohio's premier construction equipment provider, we understand what it takes to be a first-place team. Regardless of your need, whether it's sales, service, or equipment rental, you can count on Ohio Cat to be a trusted teammate. To see how we can help your company win, be sure to visit www.ohiocat.com. Hooday!
Since 1964, Hillman has been your trusted hometown hardware partner. From small projects to big builds, Hillman has the hardware for every project, every time. Find us at your local hardware or home improvement store.
The biggest Sunday ever for Bengals fans is almost here. While you're stocking up for the big game, don't forget to add Kleenex and Cottonelle to your lineup. Kleenex Ultra Soft's gentle protection is there for you through all your game day moments. Plus, the feel-good freshness of Cottonelle Mega Roll keeps you on the field for every play. Stop by Kroger today to stock up on large count packs of all your game day essentials, including Kleenex, Cottonelle, Scott, and Viva. Hooday!
At AE Door & Windows Spring Celebration, get the best pricing of the year on Clopay Garage Doors and LiftMaster Openers. Our 3-showroom event kicks off February 18th. Register weekly to win a free opener, as well as a grand prize of $1,500. No purchase necessary. Learn more at AEDoorsales.com.
6:22 left in the first quarter, and the Rams are on the scoreboard first. They lead 7-0. Capping a 6-play, 50-yard drive with a 17-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Stafford to Odell Beckham Jr. As you would expect in the previous 55 Super Bowls, the team to score first has a winning record. If you would like the exact number, 36 wins, 19 losses for the team that gets on the scoreboard first.
That 17-yard touchdown pass to Beckham was third down, a red zone, third down, touchdown. Those are killer. Kupp's 20-yard reception was on third down. 2 for 2 on third down of the Rams, and that's when they had both of their explosives. Got to tighten that up.
Matt Gay will kick off. Rookie Chris Evans waiting right at the goal line to return. The Bengals about to get the ball for the second time in Super Bowl 56. The run-up and the kick. Not very high, but booted a long way. It's going to land about 6 yards deep in the end zone. And the Bengals will start from the 25-yard line as a result.
Well, let's see if the offense can answer. Offense put the defense in a predicament. Gave a short field that they had to try to defend, and defensively they weren't up to the task. And tell you what, boy, Cooper Kupp, the fun starts for him after reception of the football. This guy runs. He tries to punish you. He tries to hurt you running the football after catch.
Hakeem Adeniji remains the right guard. Drew Sample in at tight end. C.J. Uzomah out for the moment. Burrow in the shotgun. Mixon in the backfield with him. Burrow with a short drop, looks to throw, screens it out to the right, caught by Joe Mixon, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He does that, but that's it. No gain on the play. He was swarmed with cornerback David Long getting there first, and Troy Reeder joining him on the stop.
Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if Joe Mixon has double-digit catches today, the way the Rams play defense. And I think the linebacker level is the area where they have trouble securing the plays, making tackles, leveraging it properly. And they're bringing safety down in the box pretty darn quickly on that one.
Joe has had at least 20 touches in each of the 3 postseason games so far. Second down and 10. Bengals at their own 25. They trail 7-0. Shotgun snap to Burrow. 3-step drop. Short throw. Low throw. Nice catch by Jamar Chase, and he gets tackled after a 6-yard gain over the middle. Setting up third down and 4. Safety Taylor Rapp making the stop on Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that was a good shoestring tackle there by shoestring catch, I should say, right there by Jamar Chase. And Aaron Donald is lining up at the left defensive tackle position, rushing over Adeniji. You know, this is an opportunity for Adeniji. Everybody's saying that Donald's going to dominate. If Adeniji does a good job, he's going to make a name for himself.
The Bengals have Burrow flanked by Uzomah and Chris Evans on third down and 4 from their own 31. Burrow back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He floats one deep downfield, and it's overthrown, intended for Chris Evans coming out of the backfield. He had a step on the guy covering him, but that lob by Joe Burrow just a little bit overthrown.
That was Ernest Jones, Dan, at linebacker on running back, and the way Evans runs routes and catches the football, Joe Burrow targeted that as a very favorable matchup, and Evans did beat Ernest Jones. He did have a step on him, but Joe put too much on it. I thought enough air under it, but he just threw it too far.
Kevin Huber into punt. Brandon Powell waiting back at the 25 to return for Los Angeles. The snap back from Harris, chest high, the left-footed punt. A spiral that is going to be fair caught at the 29-yard line, maybe the 28. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 28-yard line. 41-yard punt by Huber with no return. We'll take a timeout. 4:48 remaining in the first quarter. It's the Rams 7, the Bengals nothing on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Drive the best pre-owned vehicles. Drive with a return policy, warranty, and roadside assistance. Drive Honda Certified. Award-winning new vehicles from Honda. Make the best pre-owned vehicles with Honda Certified. Save with 0.99% financing on certified pre-owned Accords, Civics, HRVs, CRVs, and Pilots. Honda, certified to drive. Search your local Honda dealer now. With approved Tier 1 to 3 credit, 2017 to 21 models. See dealer for financing details. Offer ends 2/28/22.
The biggest Sunday ever for Bengals fans is almost here. While you're stocking up for the big game, don't forget to add Kleenex and Cottonelle to your lineup. Kleenex Ultra Soft's gentle protection is there for you through all your game day moments. Plus, the feel-good freshness of Cottonelle Mega Roll keeps you on the field for every play. Stop by Kroger today to stock up on large count packs of all your game day essentials, including Kleenex, Cottonelle, Scott, and Viva. Hoo-day!
Getting ready to travel and want to get there the fastest way possible? Nearly 70% of all travelers who fly out of CVG get to where they're going non-stop. With 12 airlines and tour operators offering 50-plus non-stop destinations and the lowest average airfares in the region, CVG Airport makes travel easy. Check out the options at CVGAirport.com to book your next getaway. That's CVGAirport.com for more info. Mask on, take off from CVG Airport.
At Selective, we know each business is unique, so you can't settle for a generic insurance plan. Together with your agent, Selective builds insurance solutions that help protect the business you worked so hard to build. Now you can focus on growing your business, while our local experts in your community handle the rest. So talk to your insurance agent or visit selective.com to find an agent near you. Be uniquely insured.
Selective Insurance Company of America and its affiliates.
As the official bank of the Bengals, Fifth Third is proud to show our stripes and support the Bengals throughout this spectacular season. Who Day in L.A., presented by Fifth Third Bank.
7-0 Los Angeles here in Super Bowl 56 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. 4:48 left in the first quarter. Each team has had the ball twice. The Bengals stopped the Rams on their opening drive. Then the Bengals had it 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line. They gained 1 yard on a run by Joe Mixon, lost a half a yard on a run by Samaje Perine, went for it on 4th and a yard and a half and got stopped when the Joe Burrow pass was deflected, and the Rams took advantage of the great field position and drove 50 yards for the game's first touchdown, scoring on a 17-yard pass from Matthew Stafford to Odell Beckham Jr. Stafford 4 for his first 4. Sony Michel in a running back for the first time. They fake to him. Stafford bootlegs to the right. Short pass. Catch is made by Skoranek, and he is brought down right away. Gain of about 4 yards on that throw. Ben Skoranek only had 11 catches during the regular season, but with tight end Tyler Higbee out with a knee injury, we were told by Rams folks prior to the game to expect Skoranek to get some opportunities today.
Yeah, he's a tweener. You know, he's 6'3", about 220 pounds. I mean, he's a physical guy. 6'3", 224 they list him at, and he'll block. So he's kind of the hybrid wide receiver tight end today.
2nd and 5 from the 33. The Rams at their own 33. Odell Beckham Jr. and Cooper Kupp out to the left. Now they will motion out a little wider to the left. Stafford drops back to throw, but there's a penalty flag down.
Too much time. Clock hits 0.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So Sean McVay has to get the play in sooner and maybe less motion and shifting and everything else on a play that's called once the play comes in late. Andrew Whitworth chatting it up with Trey Hendrickson. And Whit, as he always does, he'll stand in the huddle and stare down his opponent and try to intimidate in that regard. He's done it his entire career, and it's worked for him for the most part.
Trey Hendrickson had a 7-yard sack against Andrew Whitworth on the opening drive of this Super Bowl. After the 5-yard penalty at 2nd down and 10, they elect to run it. Here's Sony Michel, and he only gets to the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the run, and it's 3rd down and 8 as a result. Sam Hubbard was there defensively for Cincinnati.
3rd and 8, got to get off the football field. Here they go, no huddle, up-tempo to the line of scrimmage. Stafford directing traffic.
Cooper Kupp, one of 3 receivers out to the left. He is closest to the formation. Few strides away from left tackle Andrew Whitworth. Stafford drops back to throw, cocks the arm, fires short of the 1st down. The catch is made, but the tackle is made about 3 yards short of the sticks, and the Bengals will force a punt. Chidobe Awuzie making the tackle on that play.
Boy, he's been very solid in space. I mean, when he hits him, he's getting them down. And when the Bengals do a good job on 1st and 2nd down, they're getting off the football field. They were put in a tough spot with a short field, and they didn't respond. I don't think they expected to be put in that predicament when the offense gets stopped on 4 downs. But the other drives, they've stepped up big.
Van Jefferson made the catch before being tackled by Chidobe Awuzie. Johnny Hecker into punt, catches at his own 20, punts from about the 24, lofts this one very, very high, and it is caught at the 10-yard line by Taylor. Sprinting up the middle field to the 20, 25, 30, bounces off a hit there, and goes down at the 31-yard line. An excellent punt return by Trent Taylor. That 55-yard punt brought back 21 yards by the Bengals punt returner.
Boy, and he made a quick decision, Dan, north and south.
We have a timeout, 2:09 left in the 1st quarter. We'll see if the Bengals can get something going on their 3rd possession. They trail the Rams 7-0 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hey, it's Dave Lapham for First Star Logistics, a Bengals sponsor and one of Cincinnati's fastest growing companies. It's where you can score your next great job as a broker agent. It'll be your job to figure out and arrange the best way to ship freight across the country and around the world. First Star gives you a great base salary, plus uncapped commissions. Go for the career win. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com and tell them Lapham sent you.
You never know who you're going to run into at a Skyline. I moved to Cincinnati, and I was playing in bands. I met Michael, and we've been playing and writing music ever since. We live 300 feet from a Skyline, and we go there constantly. It has a feeling kind of like those mom-and-pop diners, also like a deep charm for me. It's just good hangs there at Skyline.
Skyline Chili is now hiring. Apply online at skylinechili.com/careers.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, crafted using seltzer water, 5% alcohol, and a hint of fruit flavor. Available in a variety of fruit flavors, including black cherry, mango, watermelon, and strawberry. White Claw Hard Seltzer is your open invitation to escape to pure enjoyment, whatever that means for you. Made simple because fun always is. When the question is, should we? We say let's. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
So you're getting ready to travel and you want to get there the fastest way possible? Tell you what, nearly 70% of all the travelers who fly out of CVG get to where they're going nonstop. With 12 airlines and tour operators offering 50-plus nonstop destinations and the lowest average airfares in the region, CVG Airport makes travel easy. Check out the options at cvgairport.com to book your next getaway. Mask on, take off from CVG Airport.
7-0 Rams, 2:09 left in the 1st quarter here from SoFi Stadium on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. They were just showing some of the celebs in the crowd during that last time out. Jennifer Lopez on hand. Clayton Kershaw is also here.
Yeah, it's Hollywood. It's the place where all the stars reside. 2 drives for the Bengals offense. Gained a total of 15 yards. Stopped on downs in the first possession. A 3-and-out, punted away on possession 2. Got to get untracked.
They have the ball at their own 30, 3rd drive of the day. Joe Burrow under center. Joe Mixon lined up 7 yards behind. It's a run to the left for Mixon, accelerates through the hole, makes it to the 40, and keeps on fighting as he makes it all the way out to the 43 for a 13-yard run, tackled by safety Eric Weddle and cornerback Darius Williams.
Joe Mixon said, "That's enough. I'm going to run a little bit angry." Nice job by Quentin Spain and Jonah Williams. Quentin Spain does a good job of helping Jonah Williams, then getting off to the second level, tying up the linebacker, and Joe Mixon hit it going 100 miles an hour.
Angry is a good description. Make it furious on that run by Joe Mixon. The Bengals have it at their own 43. That was their first down. Burrow back to throw. Wants to float it high and deep for Chase. Yeah. He's at the 20. Yeah. Reaches out. Comes down to the ball at the 11-yard line. Nice. A spectacular fingertip catch by numero uno, and the Bengals will have it at the 11 after a 46-yard bomb from Burrow to Chase.
Oh, flip the football field, almost half a field. He's working against Ramsey, one-on-one. Ramsey falls down. He turns to try to find the football, and then he loses his balance, and Jamar Chase finds the ball, tracks the ball, makes a diving catch, one-on-one against Jalen Ramsey. First opportunity, Jamar Chase for 46 big yards.
And that was a one-handed spectacular catch as it started with the right hand only. The Bengals have it in the Gold Star red zone at the 11-yard line. Shotgun snap. Burrow back to throw. His pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. It was intended for T. Higgins, but it never got there as it was batted down at the line.
Von Miller, I think, got a big mucker on it, didn't he? He got his hand up and batted at that thing, and that's what defensive linemen are taught to do. If you're not going to be able to get to the quarterback, get your hands up in passing lanes, and you got the big left hand up. And I tell you, T. Higgins, his matchup could be pretty interesting. When he's matched up with a cornerback that's only 5'9" and he's 6'4", that 7-inch differential could be huge.
Higgins out to the right, Boyd and Chase out to the left. Burrow with a quick pass, dropped by Joe Mixon. Just a swing pass out into the flat. Eric Weddle in coverage. If I'm the Bengals, I like that matchup, but Joe Mixon was not able to make the catch.
Yeah, Weddle, they get him off the street basically. He was on the street for over a year. In last week's game, he played almost every snap. He gets up, grabbing that right shoulder a little bit, slammed that right shoulder into Joe Mixon, and Mixon's a powerfully built guy. Weddle got up feeling that one. He grabbed up at that right shoulder pretty good.
He retired prior to last year, did not play the last two regular seasons. Right. 3rd down and 10 at the Rams 11. Shotgun snap. Burrow with a 3-step drop. Fires a fastball over the middle, and it is incomplete, intended for T. Higgins right at the goal line.
Ramsey in coverage again, and we saw Ramsey in coverage against Jamar Chase. That time they had him inside working against T. Higgins. Ramsey can play in the slot. He can play either corner, right or left corner. He can play inside. He'll play safety. He is a valuable member of this defensive football team.
He got away with a jersey grab that wasn't called. Stretched cloth. Normally you get penalized for that.
It's Jalen Ramsey.
The Bengals settle for a 29-yard field goal try. Shooter McPherson swings the right leg. A high spinning end-over-end kick. It is good. And the Bengals are on the scoreboard. The big play, a 46-yard throw to Jamar Chase. And the Bengals get on the scoreboard on the 13th field goal of the postseason by money back Evan McPherson. That field goal presented by the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation, meaning a $500 donation, has been made to 1 in 5 to help kick the stigma as the Bengals score inside the Gold Star red zone. It's the Rams 7 and the Bengals 3. 28 seconds left here in the first quarter.
You know, on difference in the football game, obviously right now, the Rams get in the red zone, they punch it in for a touchdown. Bengals flip the field, 46-yard reception by Jamar Chase to give the Bengals an opportunity in the red zone. They settle for the field goal. Got to finish drives in red zone defense, red zone offense, massive in this type of football game. The bigger the game, the bigger situational football becomes. 3rd down, red zone, 2-minute drill, all those things magnified.
Now the kickoff from Evan McPherson. Boots it high into the air. A spinning end-over-end kick. Powell lets it fly, and it bounces in the end zone for another touchback. So every kickoff of this Super Bowl, a touchback. And the Rams will have it at the 25-yard line. 28 seconds left, first quarter. The Rams on top, 7-3.
Jalen Ramsey is a big physical corner. Jamar Chase is a very, very, very physical receiver. I want to see more of that matchup. Round one of the matchup goes to Chase.
Matthew Stafford under center. Odell Beckham Jr. goes out to the left. Cooper Kupp very close to the formation, out to the right. It's a handoff to Akers. He's hit by Von Bell, who makes the tackle for a slight loss on the play. Loss of about a half a yard as the Rams continue to try to run it against the Bengals with no success.
And Lou Anarumo said, you know what, I'm going to load you up at the box. I'm going to bring him down inside. And nobody picks him up. I mean, the tight end and tackle double, nobody rubs off for Bell.
4 seconds left in the first quarter. Stafford in the shotgun, Akers to his left, and the clock will hit 0. At the end of a quarter in Super Bowl 56, it's the Rams 7, the Bengals 3 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat, so you can put that on everything.
Like buffalo wings.
Everything.
Buffalo nachos.
Everything.
Buffalo mac and cheese?
Yes, and also things that don't start with buffalo. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Hi, this is Jerry Jean, president of Waltz Business Solutions. What a great time to be a trusted provider for the Cincinnati Bengals. And better yet, what a great time to be a Bengals fan. Let's take it to the end zone, Bengals Nation. Hootie!
Looking to make a statement at your next event with something truly unique and special? Vonderhaar's Catering offers the perfect combination of exceptional service and delicious culinary offerings with a variety of menus and packages as well as specialty menus for all your needs. Visit Vonderhaars.com.
At Paul Brown Stadium, you're familiar with the main event. But did you know we can host your business meeting, annual gala, or even your wedding reception? We entertain year-round. Our unique and versatile event spaces can accommodate 50 to 1,500 guests for a variety of corporate, nonprofit, and private affairs. For more information about hosting your next event at Paul Brown Stadium, we invite you to visit Bengals.com/events. Again, that's Bengals.com/events.
This is Jim Breach, former kicker and all-time leading scorer for the Cincinnati Bengals. This season, the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation will be donating $500 for every made Bengals field goal to help make a positive, lasting change in the battle with mental illness. Up to $10,000 will be donated to 1 in 5, helping the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation and you kick the stigma and start the conversation.
Geico would like to single out a special group of customers and say thank you to all military personnel serving our country. You have been an important part of what Geico does for 85 years. The first quarter is in the books. The Rams have a 7-3 lead here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Super Bowl history, the team leading at the end of the first quarter wins by a margin of 32-11 with 15 ties at the end of the first quarter as well.
Bengals defense, Dan, 4 tackles for loss in the first quarter. You know, those are as significant as quarterback sacks. They don't get talked about as much. They're not as sexy because you're not hitting the quarterback. Usually you're hitting a running back, and, you know, you say, oh, I want to pound the quarterback. But when you get them off schedule like that behind the chains, it has the same effect on a play caller. So the Bengals defensively, for a good part of that quarter, were playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage. They were inverting the Rams' offensive line pretty well.
Final play of the first was a 1-yard loss on a run by Akers, tackled by Von Bell. Here are the running backs so far for the Rams. Akers, 4 carries, 2 yards. Sony Michel, 1 carry, 3 yards. Darrell Henderson, 2 carries, 1 yard. So 2 of the 3 running backs averaging less than 1 yard per carry. Second down and 11. First play of the second quarter. The Rams leading 7-3. The Rams have it at their own 24. Stafford waiting for a shotgun snap. Von Bell creeping toward the line. Stafford back to throw. Has time. Lots of it. Guns a pass over the middle, and he missed his man.
Yeah, he got taken to the ground as he was in his throwing motion. He got hit. I don't know if that caused the wayward throw or not, but boy, he had an opportunity there and didn't quite connect on it. You know, the Bengals defense, Dan, all season long has done a great job on sudden change. When the Bengals offense turned the football over, the defense bent but didn't break. like you said earlier, a stop on 4 downs is like a turnover. They didn't handle sudden change. That's the only problem they've had today.
That was Stafford's first incompletion after going 6 for 6 in the first quarter. That pass intended for Cooper Kupp. 3rd down and 11. Stafford back to throw. He fires, and it's caught by a wide-open Odell Beckham Jr. at the 40, flying down the field, and he gets shoved out of bounds by Eli Apple in Bengals territory. They knocked him out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, little over route, crossers, overs. These are the ones. He starts from the left side of the formation, runs an over route, little crosser, and a little bit of a picking action going on. Safety gets, or corner gets spun out of there, and his own man gets in his way. Odell Beckham Jr. uses that to his advantage. Comes all the way across from the left side of the formation to the right sideline in front of the Rams for a big play.
35 yards on 3rd down and 11 to Odell Beckham Jr. The Rams have flipped the field. They have it at the Cincinnati 41-yard line. Jefferson goes in motion from left to right. They fake a toss to the left. Stafford looking back to the left, throws down the sideline, caught on the run by Henderson, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at the 16-yard line by Chidobe Awuzie. Kind of a slow developing play, but nicely executed by the Rams.
Boy, that was a great play. They had an option. If the ball down the field wasn't there, he had linemen. He had his left tackle, left guard out there, and he could have dropped it off to a screen. The linemen stayed. They didn't go down the football field. They stayed very disciplined, and Whitworth and company stayed behind the line of scrimmage, throws the ball down the field for another chunk.
Trey Hendrickson had to try to cover the running back coming out of the backfield there. That was a tough matchup.
Yeah, zone blitz.
The Rams have it at the 16-yard line. They lead 7-3. Here's a running play, hole up the middle. Henderson down to the 10. Best true running play of the day for the Rams. They're going to spot him down at the 11, but it's a 5-yard gain.
2 of the 3 explosive plays of 20 yards or more by the Rams have happened on 3rd down. A pass of 20, a pass of 35 on 3rd down. Touchdown pass of 17 yards in the red zone from the 17-yard line on 3rd down. The Bengals' 3rd down defense has let them down. And in a lot of cases, it was 3rd and long. We're not talking 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. They did a decent job on 1st and 2nd down and got killed on 3rd.
Khalid Kareem with a tackle on the last play. And we've got a timeout called by the Rams. Play clock was down to 5. They used their first timeout with a ball at the Cincinnati 11-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 5.
You've got to handle the explosives. And the thing is, Kupp was involved in one of them, but Beckham has been involved in a couple of them. I mean, they're getting explosives from more than Cooper Kupp. And Cooper Kupp's usually the guy that contributes the high percentage of the explosives, and others are doing it today for the Rams.
Darrell Henderson included. That last pass to him coming out of the backfield went for 25 yards. Henderson suffered a MCL injury in Week 16. They got him back for the Super Bowl, and he's having an impact.
Yeah, Kupp went for 20. Beckham went for 35. Henderson went for 25. Beckham went for a 17-yard touchdown. Spreading the wealth is Stafford.
2nd down and 5 from the Cincinnati 11. The Rams leading the Bengals 7-3 here in the second quarter. Matthew Stafford under center. Receiver goes in motion. They fake a handoff. Stafford throwing into the end zone. Cooper Kupp wide open in the back right corner. He makes the catch for a Rams touchdown.
Well, they're doing a nice job of getting Stafford out of pocket. They're running naked bootlegs. That time they ran a bootleg to the play side, the play action pass side. Doing a good job, and that does 2 things. It eliminates the Bengals pass rush, and it gives Stafford the wide open vision. Now, it does cut down the playing field, but man, Cooper Kupp wide open. Eli Apple had no chance, never even turned to really find the football, or never found Cooper Kupp as well.
2nd touchdown pass of the first half for Matthew Stafford, and the Bengals are going to have to do it again, much like they did last week. Now the PAT attempt intercepted by Jermaine Pratt, and Pratt pitches it backward. It's scooped up by Jesse Bates. Bates will be pulled down at the 25-yard line, so the Rams fail to score on the PAT, and the score is 13-3 as a result. The kick was mishandled by Hecker, the holder. It was not an intended fake, but Hecker bobbled the snap. He had to just kind of fling the ball up into the air, and as a result, the Rams do not tack on the point.
Yeah, will that come back to be an issue? I mean, the Bengals find themselves down 10. Will that extra point be a factor? If the Bengals can get the ball in the end zone somehow a couple of times, it could be a factor.
We'll take a timeout. 12:51 left in the half. The Rams up by 10, 13-3 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Offices of Blake Maceland will fight for you. Call 444-4444. Want more fight? More attention? More compensation? We've recovered millions in auto and injury cases. We don't know what your case is worth until you call. One more call for 444-4444. Call Blake Maceland.
Hey, Skyline cheese lovers. Skyline is serving Skyways for a very limited time. Now through February 6th, order a Skyway and you'll get 50% extra cheese at no extra charge on your regular or large way. If you just can't get enough of that amazing shredded cheddar, come into Skyline and get 50% extra cheese at no extra charge. But hurry, Skyways are only at participating Skylines through February 6th. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
No matter what business you're in, you always want to bring your A game. Cintas helps over 1 million businesses perform at a higher level every day. Our dedicated Cintas service reps can deliver what you need to help your business run smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel, first aid and safety supplies to fire protection services.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
If you have a kid who loves the Cincinnati Bengals, then the Bengals Kids Club is for you. Kids Club is sponsored by Ohio 529's College Advantage. Visit Bengals.com/kids to register.
Well, the last time the Rams played in the Super Bowl, this was the final score, 13-3. They were on the losing end in that game against the Patriots. Zach Taylor, of course, on the Rams coaching staff at the time. The Rams lead this game 13-3, 12:51 left in the half. Here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Rams botching the extra point as holder Johnny Hecker flat out dropped a good snap. That threw off the timing. He threw a pass into the air. Jermaine Pratt picked it off. It prevented the Rams from getting an extra point. The kickoff now by Gay deep into the end zone for another touchback. And the Bengals will have it at the 25, down by 10.
Stafford has 2 touchdown passes. They're both red zone touchdown passes, 17 yards to Beckham, 11 yards to Kupp. He is distributing the football pretty well. A lot of guys getting involved in receptions, not only receptions, but explosive plays, chunks.
Adeniji remains the right guard. We have not seen Jackson Carman at all so far. Burrow in the shotgun, Mixon to his right. Joe back to throw, quick pass over the middle, nice catch as Tyler Boyd extended the arms as far as he could, reeled it in, and runs out to the 36-yard line for an 11-yard gain and a Bengals first down. David Long with a stop.
Joe Burrow got that ball out of his hand very, very quickly and threw a strike. I mean, he put the ball exactly where Tyler Boyd could make a play on it. And honestly, Adeniji's doing a decent job. Adeniji's an athletic enough guy. Adeniji, he can make a name for himself. Like I said, it's his opportunity to step up against Aaron Donald and show he can play.
Trent Taylor checks in at wide receiver. He goes in motion from right to left. The Bengals run it up the middle. Mixon trying to bounce it out to the right. Finds a sliver of a hole and makes it out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3 for Joe Mixon. Cornerback Darius Williams, a small guy, able to stick his shoulder in there and bring down Joe Mixon.
Yeah, Robinson did a good job of stacking it up as well. 6'4", 330-pounder. Robinson came off a block and got involved, and he helped in the tackle, Darius Williams. So you had a little guy and a monster on the double-team tackle.
The Cincinnati three-way out to the left. Higgins, Boyd, and Chase. Uzama, single receiver out to the right. Second down and 7. Bengals at their own 39. Shotgun snap to Burrow. Short pass in the middle, caught on the run by Chase. It will be another Bengals first down. Jamar makes it to the 49-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, safety Eric Weddle with the stop.
That's the thing about Jamar Chase. He can hurt you outside the numbers, you know, like he did on the 46-yard reception, and then he's courageous and physical and likes mixing it up in the middle of the football field. This guy, you can have him attack any quadrant.
3 catches, 62 yards for Jamar Chase. Bengals have it 1st and 10 at their own 49. They'll try a stretch run.
Nice.
Mixon cuts it back to the middle, flies past the defender. He's inside the Rams 40 and gets pulled down at the Los Angeles 37. Ernest Jones eventually with the stop. A terrific run by Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon did a good job of using the Los Angeles Rams' aggressiveness against them. They overran it. Quentin Spain did a good job of washing Reeder into the middle of the pile after he started to overrun it, and Joe Mixon said, if you're going to over-pursue, I'm going to use it against you and cut it back.
14 yards on the run. He also abused safety Nick Scott on that run. The Bengals have it in Rams territory. Burrow hands it to Mixon, running left. Joe on his feet at the 35, and he'll get gang tackled around the 34-yard line. A run of about 3 for Joe Mixon as the Bengals have driven from their own 25 inside the Rams 35.
Good answer so far by the Bengals, but what you have to do is finish and finalize this drive. There's been a good mix of run and pass. Quentin Spain keeps contact on Aaron Donald. Pretty good job by Quentin Spain locking up Aaron Donald, and Joe Mixon got by Donald but ran into a brick wall at the second level.
Higgins and Boyd out to the short side left. Chase out to the wide side right. Isolated against Ramsey on that side of the field. Burrow back to throw. Passes for Mixon, caught near the sideline, and he is brought down by David Long Jr. after a short gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for Cincinnati.
And again, that's like an extension of the running game. That's like the longest lateral you can have. And you're saying, all right, out there in space against the smaller guy, let's see what happens. Pretty good job by Long. Joe Mixon had to wait to catch the football. Long was running full speed. Joe couldn't shake him.
Boyd goes out to the left in the slot. Chase out wide to the left. Samaje Perine and T. Higgins are out to the right. C.J. Uzama in the backfield to help block for Joe Burrow. Shotgun snap, chest high. Burrow with time. His pass caught for a 1st down, and the Bengals are going to take it into the red zone.
Yes.
As T. Higgins makes his first catch of the game and runs it down to the 19 before Taylor Rapp can wrestle him down.
Like I said, when T. Higgins matches up against Darius Williams as a corner, Williams is 5'9". T. Higgins is much taller than that at 6'4". Darius Williams comes up to make the hit, but that 7-inch height differential could play big as this game wears on.
The Bengals are in the Gold Star red zone for the 2nd time. They have double tight ends in. Sample on the right side, Uzama on the left side. Burrow's under center. The running back is Mixon. Here is Mixon following Uzama, tries to turn the right corner, accelerates toward the 15-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds after a 4-yard run. Williams chases him out.
Big difference in the football game so far on the scoreboard, obviously, as Rams have been in the red zone twice. They scored 2 touchdowns, only made one of the conversions for the 13 points. This is the Bengals' second red zone opportunity. They settled for a field goal in the first one. You got to put this ball in the end zone right here.
6 carries, 39 yards so far for Joe Mixon. Now the Bengals go empty. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right, including Mixon. From the 15-yard line, Joe Burrow back in the shotgun at the 20, catches a low snap, throws, caught around the 12, and the tackle on Mixon made right away. It looks like they'll spot it at the 11-yard line. Bengals are going to be looking at 3rd down and 2. Leonard Floyd making the tackle on Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon started his football career as a wide receiver. A lot of people don't know that. Joe Mixon was a wideout, and he ran good routes and caught the football. Got bigger and stronger in high school, and then went to college at Oklahoma. Running back position, the dude can make some plays, and they're going to use him a lot today.
Huge play right here. Aaron Donald is not in for the Rams. 3rd down and 2 at the LA 11. Burrow swing pass, caught by Chase.
Nice.
Charges down the sideline for a 1st down, and the Bengals are going to have it 1st and goal as they swung it into the flat for Jamar Chase and allowed him to use his speed and strength to pick up the 3rd down and 2 conversion.
And Jamar Chase was a running back, just the opposite. of Joe Mixon. He started out as a running back and then moved to the receiver position. He goes in fly motion behind the formation. Nice block by T. Higgins, giving him an opportunity to cut it up inside of him for a first down.
Aaron Donald is back in. First and goal from the 7 for the Bengals. They trail by 10 here in the second quarter. 6.5 minutes to go. Burrow under center, turns right, gives it to Mixon, trying to slalom his way up the middle of the defense, and he is brought down after a 1-yard gain. Nose tackle Greg Gaines was there, an excellent run stopper, and it's second and goal from the 6.
In my mind, Dan, Gaines is the unsung hero of this defensive football team. He doesn't miss a play. The dude just eats up space in the middle. He's had 4.5 sacks as well, and he is a 2-gap run stuffer.
Chase out to the left. Higgins, Sample, and Boyd out to the right in a cluster. The Bengals toss it to the right.
Yeah,
Mixon throws into the back of the end zone. It is caught by T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon floating one into the back right corner of the end zone, and T. Higgins hauls it in for the Bengals touchdown.
Talked about trickeration as one of the key keys. Joe Mixon, everybody starts downhill to fill the run sweep. They think it's going to be a sweep. They don't even look for T. Higgins. By the time the recovery is made, it's way too late for Nick Scott. And Nick Scott says, oh my gosh, Mixon's going to throw it right over his head for a touchdown. Great call by Zach Taylor on the trickeration.
Here's McPherson for the PAT. Huber catches, puts it down. The kick is perfect. And the Bengals pull within a field goal on the first NFL touchdown pass ever thrown by running back Joe Mixon. And it was a perfect spiral. The Bengals score inside the Gold Star red zone. And we'll take a timeout. 5:47 remaining in the half. It's the Rams 13, the Bengals 10 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Tri-State Chevrolet buyers. Mike Castrucci Chevrolet in Milford. We proudly boast of one of the largest in-stock selections of new Chevrolet Silverado pickup trucks. Check them out today at Mike Castrucci Chevrolet, your Silverado pickup truck connection. That's Mike Castrucci Chevrolet, located off I-275. That's exit 59 on US 50 in Milford.
Getting ready to travel and want to get there the fastest way possible? Nearly 70% of all travelers who fly out of CVG get to where they're going non-stop. With 12 airlines and tour operators offering 50-plus non-stop destinations and the lowest average airfares in the region, CVG Airport makes travel easy. Check out the options at CVGAirport.com to book your next getaway. That's CVGAirport.com for more info. Mask on, take off from CVG Airport.
At Selective, we know each business is unique, so you can't settle for a generic insurance plan. Together with your agent, Selective builds insurance solutions that help protect the business you worked so hard to build. Now you can focus on growing your business, while our local experts in your community handle the rest. So talk to your insurance agent or visit selective.com to find an agent near you. Be uniquely insured.
Selective Insurance Company of America and its affiliates.
If you're looking for printers and copiers that are simple and easy to use, reliable and cost-effective, then you're looking for Kyocera printers and copiers from Waltz Business Solutions. Waltz understands your business needs. We deliver brilliant color, crisp black and white, and advanced software solutions backed up with flexible financing and outstanding service. People-friendly printers and copiers only from Kyocera and Waltz Business Solutions.
The whole world smiles with you.
5:47 left in the half. Cincinnati is pulled within 3. It's the Rams 13, the Bengals 10. We knew Joe would throw a touchdown pass in this Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We didn't know it'd be Joe Mixon. He becomes the 5th player in Super Bowl history who does not play quarterback to throw a touchdown pass. You'll remember the last time that happened, the Philly special, Trey Burton to Nick Foles when the Eagles beat the Patriots.
And all you people that went to the casino and said, hey, Joe Mixon is going to be the guy to throw the first touchdown pass for the Bengals, you just earned enough money to buy the casino.
Brandon Powell waits for the kick. Floated high into the air by Evan McPherson, and it will be another touchback. Every kickoff has been a touchback in this Super Bowl, and the Rams will start from the 25-yard line. So that was a 12-play, 75-yard touchdown drive. It took more than 7 minutes off the clock. The scoring play, a 6-yard pass from running back Joe Mixon to wide receiver T. Higgins.
And the thing is, you have to have the element of surprise. And Zach Taylor set it up with Joe Mixon running the ball effectively in that drive. Joe was the threat, running. Linebackers, safeties are going to come to the line of scrimmage to stop that run. He pitches it to him, and he throws it after they come to the line of scrimmage to stop the run.
13-10 Rams, 5:47 left in the half. Stafford under center on 1st and 10 from his own 25. Ball on the right hash. It's a running play to the right, and Logan Wilson is able to make the stop, tackling Cam Akers after a 6-yard pickup.
On the early drives for the Bengals, 0 for 3 on third down. On that drive, 2 for 2 on third down. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 2, the Bengals convert and sustain the drives.
The Rams go tempo. They're ready to snap it on 2nd and 4. They fake a handoff. Stafford firing toward the left sideline. The catch made at the 35, running to the 40, and the 44-yard line is Van Jefferson.
I'll tell you, both of these football teams, Dan, by formation, by motion, they make you defend sideline to sideline. They make you defend every square inch of the field, vertically and horizontally. They just spread defenses out. It's like looking in a mirror. The Bengals and Rams offenses are very, very similar in how they attack and what they get done.
13 yards to Van Jefferson. Logan Wilson made the tackle. The Rams have it at their own 44, leading by a field goal. Clock running, 4:39 remaining in the second quarter. Now it's a running play, and the Bengals blow it up as they hit Cam Akers behind the line. He might have been able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's Jesse Bates getting involved in the run game.
Yeah, and Jermaine Pratt came downhill on a run blitz, and he stacked it up at the line of scrimmage as well, and Jesse Bates finishes it off. Very aggressive call by Lou Anarumo. He's saying, if they run it, I'm going to have extra people in those gaps inside. If they throw it, I'll be able to pressure the quarterback with extra rushers. So he felt like it's safe to make this call, and it worked out for him.
Akers gained 1 yard. It's 2nd down and 9 Rams from their own 45. They're up by 3. 3:57 left in the half. Stafford in the shotgun, catches a chest-high snap from the pocket, throws short, bobbled and dropped by Odell Beckham Jr. And it's 3rd down and 9 as a result.
Looks like he's hurt. Looked like when he tried to reroute himself to be able to slow down to catch the football, he went awkwardly. He planted his foot awkwardly. I don't know. Sometimes you can have some sort of a ankle or knee injury, non-contact, and that's exactly what it was. His foot got tied up in the turf.
He has 2 catches for 52 yards, including a touchdown. The medical staff has come out to take a look at Odell Beckham Jr. We'll take a timeout. 3:50 left in the half. Los Angeles 13, Cincinnati 10 in Super Bowl 56 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better, which means we put 166.7% into everything we do. With over a decade of partnership, Fifth Third and the Cincinnati Bengals are better together. Follow along this season as we highlight better together moments on and off the field, and keep an eye out for chances to win exclusive prizes. To learn more about how we're better together, visit 53.com/Bengals. This is banking a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Dave Lapham for First Star Logistics, a Bengals sponsor and one of Cincinnati's fastest growing companies. It's where you can score your next great job as a broker agent. It'll be your job to figure out and arrange the best way to ship freight across the country and around the world. First Star gives you a great base salary, plus uncapped commissions. Go for the career win. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com and tell them Lapham sent you.
Whenever you're feeling good and hungry, it's Skyline time. Gather together with friends and family. It's Skyline time.
My go-to order at Skyline is 3 cheese conies all the way. You can't beat that combination of flavors. When I get that coney craving, I know it's Skyline time.
At Selective, we know each business is unique, so you can't settle for a generic insurance plan. Together with your agent, Selective builds insurance solutions that help protect the business you worked so hard to build. Now you can focus on growing your business, while our local experts in your community handle the rest. So talk to your insurance agent or visit selective.com to find an agent near you. Be uniquely insured.
Selective Insurance Company of America and its affiliates.
Be sure to visit the Bengals Facebook page and follow the team on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, or download the Bengals app for the latest news and info straight from the source. The injured player, Odell Beckham Jr., was able to walk off the field under his own power. He is currently in the blue medical tent being examined. You'll recall that he's coming back from a torn left ACL that caused him to miss much of last year. 3:50 left in the half. The Rams lead by 3, 13-10 on the First Star Logistics Bengals radio network. 3rd down and 9, Los Angeles. The Rams at their own 45. 3 receivers in a bunch, out to the right, 1 out to the left. Stafford back to throw. Steps into a fastball, and it's caught for a first down at the Cincinnati 39-yard line. Hauled in by a tight end who barely played this year, Bryson Hopkins. He had 1 catch in the regular season.
Now the Rams are 4 for 6 on 3rd down, and they've had passes of 20, 17 for a touchdown and 35 yards, plus that one, another chunk play on 3rd down. That was 16 yards. So, man, the Bengals, 3rd and 9. The Bengals are getting them in 3rd and long and letting them off the hook.
Stafford 11 for 13. He's thrown for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now the Bengals want a flag, and there it is.
Yeah, the tight end flinched. He came out, he rocked.
Well, start. Offense, number 86, 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Once you get in a 3-point stance, you can't rock forward, rock back. You can't move your hand, and he did, and it's 5 yards.
Kendall Blanton, the guilty party. So that'll push the ball back to the 44 of Cincinnati. We've got 3:01 left in the half. The clock is running, and the Rams are up by 3.
Both teams only have 1 penalty for 5 yards. It's been a well-played game in that regard.
Henderson in at running back on 1st and 15. Stafford touches both sides of his helmet. He's under center. Takes the direct snap. Fakes a handoff to Henderson. Now being pressured, rolls to the right, throws toward the sideline, and intentionally throws it out of bounds, whistling it over the head of Van Jefferson for an incomplete pass.
And Eli Apple just pushes his receiver in the back just to give him a little kiss to let him know that he's around. He's in the vicinity. Since the early stages of the football game, Hendrickson and company were putting on some significant pressure. But, boy, the Rams' offensive line has tightened that up, and Stafford's having quite a bit of time. The Rams made a good adjustment. McVay got him out of pocket, naked bootlegs, and Stafford showed that he can move around a little bit and throw the ball on the run.
Josh Tupou able to apply a little pressure on that last drop back. It is 2nd down and 15 with 2:40 left in the half. One-handed catch of the shotgun snap. It's a handoff. Akers stood up by Pratt and tackled at the 43-yard line. Just a 1-yard run, and it's 3rd down and 14 as a result.
Akers is a medical marvel. Torn Achilles. 6 months later, he's back for the Rams. That's ridiculous. That's unheard of. These guys, these surgeons are great, and the athletes are unbelievable rehab people.
Clock running, 2:12 left in the half, 3rd down and 14. Empty backfield, shotgun snap. Stafford from the pocket, looking, scrambling left, squares his shoulders, points deep, fires toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Nice.
It is picked off by Jesse Bates, and the Bengals will get the ball at the 20 as they intercept Matthew Stafford.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and the Bengals rushed 3 and dropped 8 into coverage. And Stafford bought time, got out of pocket, and he directed his receiver down the football field. Jesse Bates saw him being a traffic cop as well, and he played it perfectly. He ended up being the intended receiver. First turnover of the day goes to the Bengals defense.
The Bengals will have the ball at their own 20 with 2 minutes left in the half when we come back. The Rams lead at 13-10 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, crafted using seltzer water, 5% alcohol, and a hint of fruit flavor. Available in a variety of fruit flavors, including black cherry, mango, watermelon, and strawberry. White Claw Hard Seltzer is your open invitation to escape to pure enjoyment, whatever that means for you. Made simple because fun always is. When the question is, should we? We say let's. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
No matter what business you're in, you always want to bring your A game. Cintas helps over 1 million businesses perform at a higher level every day. Our dedicated Cintas service reps can deliver what you need to help your business run smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel, first aid and safety supplies to fire protection services.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Getting ready to travel and want to get there the fastest way possible? Nearly 70% of all travelers who fly out of CVG get to where they're going non-stop. With 12 airlines and tour operators offering 50-plus non-stop destinations and the lowest average airfares in the region, CVG Airport makes travel easy. Check out the options at CVGAirport.com to book your next getaway. That's CVGAirport.com for more info. Mask on, take off from CVG Airport.
At Selective, we know each business is unique, so you can't settle for a generic insurance plan. Together with your agent, Selective builds insurance solutions that help protect the business you worked so hard to build. Now you can focus on growing your business, while our local experts in your community handle the rest. So talk to your insurance agent or visit Selective.com to find an agent near you. Be uniquely insured.
Selective Insurance Company of America and its affiliates.
2 minutes left in the half here on the First Star Logistics Bengals radio network. And the Bengals' first 3 postseason wins this year, they had 6 interceptions by 6 different guys. Now they have 7 postseason interceptions, and Jesse Bates becomes the first Bengal to have 2 as he intercepted that deep ball in the end zone intended for Van Jefferson. Now, after the interception, the Bengals would have had the ball at the 20, but they got penalized 10 yards because a player came off the bench and joined in the celebration, not in uniform, a guy wearing a Bengals hoodie. I think that might have been Vernon Hargraves, who is inactive for the game today, and he just cost his team 10 yards. If that's not Vernon Hargraves, I apologize, but that's who it looked like with a brief look at the video monitor.
Well, it makes sense, too, Dan. He's the only defensive back that's deactivated. So he was excited about a teammate making a big play, Jesse Bates, the leader of the defensive backfield and the defensive football team and the football team. So he was celebrating with them, and that was a dumb mistake.
The Bengals start from their own 10. They have all 3 timeouts left. They trail by 3. 2 minutes left in the half. Here's a pass caught by Higgins, shoved out of bounds by Ramsey right away. A 4-yard gain on the play. And the clock is running with 1:48 left in the half.
Now, the Bengals done a great job scoring points in the final 2 minutes of the first half. And then, remember, they get the ball back. They deferred. They get the ball back to start the third quarter, so they could put points on the board on back-to-back drives potentially. They got to go a long way, though. 2
receivers left, 2 out to the right. Mixon in the backfield to the left of Joe Burrow. Catches the shotgun snap. The protection is good. Short pass to C.J. Uzomah. And he'll run up the middle of the field for the first down. He gets tackled at the 21 by Taylor Rapp. And the clock is running with 1:16 left in the half.
I was watching C.J., and he blocked the outside rusher and let him go, and I thought, oh, no. And then he took off and ran a route. So it was a slow block and then release, catch the football, move the chains.
The Bengals will have to start using timeouts if they continue to throw in the middle of the field. Shotgun snap to Burrow, now rolling to the right, being chased. Joe throws before getting hit. He throws it out of bounds. Aaron Donald getting to Joe Burrow, although it was not a hard hit. Joe Burrow has not been sacked so far today.
And you see the acceleration that Aaron Donald has. This is a big interior defensive lineman. He lined up at right defensive tackle, started a twist to the middle of the football field, but then closed on Joe Burrow before he could get out of bounds. Aaron Donald has some acceleration, but I'll tell you what, the interior of the Bengals offensive line has done a good job against them. They've doubled them some, and they've done a good job.
55 seconds left in the half. The Bengals have it at their own 21. They trail by 3. Shotgun snap to Burrow. He throws before getting hit. It is caught by Tyler Boyd, He's tackled at the 25. The clock was wound by the official, and the Bengals will have to start using timeouts.
On that particular snap, Quentin Spain and Trey Hopkins double-teamed Aaron Donald. Double-team him. If you have to triple-team him, triple-team him.
They're going to put 47 seconds on the clock. That's when the Bengals use the timeout. The pass to Tyler Boyd went for 4 yards. So it's 3rd down and 6 coming up with the ball at the 25-yard line. The Bengals trailing by 3 as they try to turn the interception by Jesse Bates with 2 minutes left in the half into a long enough drive to get within the field goal range of Evan McPherson.
And be careful on 3rd down. You know, you've got the takeaway, but then the penalty took it back to the 10-yard line and made it a long field. Don't make a mistake on 3rd down and give the Rams a chance to put points on the board.
Mixon out, Samaje Perine in. 3 receivers out to the right. Chase the only one out to the left. Shotgun snap to Burrow, looking for Chase. Now looks back toward the middle, and Joe Burrow's going to get sacked. The whistle is blown. Joe never went to the ground. They knocked the ball away from him after the whistle was blown. It will go in the record books as a sack, and Leonard Floyd has the first for the Rams in this Super Bowl.
And they've got 3 rushers. We talked about it all a couple of weeks leading up to the Super Bowl. Donald, Miller, and Floyd all have at least 9.5 sacks.
The Rams call a timeout with 37 seconds remaining in the half. It's the second timeout used by Los Angeles. Now they put 5 seconds back on the clock. So the Bengals are going to be punting from inside their own 5, and the Rams figure to get a decent drive start with enough time to try to pick up points.
And what the Bengals have to do here is make sure, cover it. Don't allow a return of any kind of significance. Make them have to drive as many yards as you possibly can. Get into the locker room, make your adjustments, get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, down 3.
Huber waiting for the snap from Harris at the 3. Powell returns punts for the Rams. He's at the Los Angeles 40. Clark Harris snaps it back. Huber takes his time, launches a low line drive punt. Looks returnable. Caught at the 33 by Powell. Powell gets away from Mike Thomas. He's at the 35. Clark Harris slows him down, and the tackle is made near the 40-yard line.
Looked like it was going to be a directional punt by Kevin Huber. Tried to punt it across his body and mishit it a little bit. And he went off the side of his foot, and it went down the middle of the football field instead of toward the right sideline. He and Darren Simmons talking about it as he came to the sideline about, I didn't hit that one like I wanted.
Had good distance, 50 yards, but did not have good hang time. The return was 7, and the Rams have 30 seconds to try to drive about 25 yards and get within field goal range for their kicker, Matt Gay, chosen for the Pro Bowl this year.
So the Rams defense, Dan, sudden change because of the penalty helped it. You know, Bengals get backed up, but it's still only 1st and 10. The Rams defense does a good job on sudden change. Doesn't let the Bengals move the football at all and give their offense a chance to have an opportunity again to put points on the board.
The Rams have 1 timeout left to work with. The Bengals have 2, should that become appropriate.
I will say that the design of the offense of the LA Rams with Matt Stafford, getting him out of the pocket both ways, naked bootleg to his left, just a straight bootleg to his right, changing the pocket, basically changing the spot where he sets up to throw the football, has opened up the football field for the Rams, and the passing attack has been pretty hard to defend for the Cincinnati Bengals.
65,000 plus standing and making.
So looking down at the Rams offensive huddle, I do not see Odell Beckham Jr. So if nothing else, it looks like he will not return in the first half.
And how bad is that injury? Now, he did have an ACL reconstruction. Is that the knee or is it the other knee? And sometimes those non-contact injuries can be a problem. I mean, all he did was plant to try to make a catch on the football and collapse. So non-contact knee injuries, they can be problematic.
30 seconds left in the half. The Rams lead the Bengals 13-10. 2 touchdown passes in the first half for Matthew Stafford, a 17-yarder to Odell Beckham Jr., an 11-yarder to Cooper Kupp. 1 touchdown pass for the Bengals. Joe Mixon throwing it to T. Higgins from 6 yards away. And the Bengals also have a 29-yard field goal by Evan McPherson. It is 13-10 because the Rams did not get the extra point after their second touchdown when the snap was mishandled by the holder, Johnny Hecker.
The lead is because of red zone execution.
Empty backfield, 5 wides. The Rams send 3 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Now Cooper Kupp goes in motion to the right. Stafford back to throw. Floats it down the left sideline. Incomplete. Intended for running back Darrell Henderson, streaking down the left sideline with Logan Wilson in coverage.
Logan Wilson was running with him stride for stride. It would have taken a perfect throw. There was a little bit of separation, but, I mean, Logan Wilson was out there. That's pretty darn good coverage. And he's out there, the running back detached from his backfield formation. He was a receiver and split pretty wide. Logan Wilson's out there one-on-one on him, just flipped his hips and ran down the football field like a defensive back.
Sony Michel checks in at running back. That took 4 seconds off the clock. 26 seconds left in the half. The Rams up by 3. They have it at their own 40. Stafford back to throw. His pass out to the right, caught by Cooper Kupp. Trey Flowers sizes him up, tackles him inbounds near the 50, and the Rams will have to call their final timeout.
Now, okay, I like Cooper Kupp's mentality of, I'm not going to run out of bounds, I'm going to punish you. But run out of bounds there. Why not stop the clock? You have an opportunity to just run out of bounds. And now you're sizing up. You're trying to put a hurting on Flowers. Run out of bounds, and you don't have to burn that time out. Sometimes being a tough guy, isn't the wisest thing in the world. Just save your team those seconds and get out of bounds if you can. He didn't even try to.
He also did not get the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. The Rams have it at the 50. Still about 13 or 14 yards away from being within the field goal range of Matt Gay. The longest of his career is 58. 18 seconds left in the half. The Rams are out of timeouts. There's no way they can run it here because the clock would run out. So they send 3 receivers out to the right, 2 out to the left. 1 deep safety for the Bengals, Jesse Bates. Stafford ready, catches a high shotgun snap, drops straight back, floats it down the left sideline, overthrown, incomplete, intended for Van Jefferson, blanketed by Chidobe Awuzie, and it's 4th and 1 with 12 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, Jesse Bates coming over the top, but that throw was not a factor for Jesse Bates because he had to come from the middle of the football field. Just threw it a little bit too deep into the sideline. But like you said, Dan, right in the hip pocket is Awuzie. Coverage could not have been any better whatsoever on Jefferson.
Johnny Hecker will punt. Trent Taylor waiting back at the 10. There's never been a punt return touchdown in a Super Bowl. This would be a good time for one.
It would.
Knee-high snap. Here comes the punt by Hecker. Taylor at the 12 lets it fly over his head, and it bounces into the end zone. 4 seconds remaining. The Bengals will have the ball at their own 20, and in all likelihood will take a knee.
Yeah, I would think so. And then go in at halftime and make adjustments, and hopefully Lou Anarumo and his defensive coaches and make the defensive adjustments they made against the Chiefs for the second half of the AFC Championship game, and the players go out and execute it. And hopefully the Bengals offense makes some adjustments as well. That's been a big factor. Adjustments and the other team not adjusting to the adjustments.
Joe Burrow takes the direct snap from Hopkins, puts his left knee on the ground, and the remaining 4 seconds run off the clock. It is halftime in Super Bowl 56. The Bengals will head to the locker room trailing by 3, 13-10. Total yards, 184 for the Rams, 155 for the Bengals. The Bengals defense had the only takeaway in the first half, an end zone interception by Jesse Bates, but the Bengals also got stopped on 4th and 1 at the 50, right, which is just like fumbling it away.
I agree. You had 2 possessions that didn't end with a kick of any sort. Punt, extra point, or field goal. So that's equivalent in my mind. Plus, the Bengals' damn field position, they started throwing 10-yard line because of penalty, and the Rams only had to negotiate less than half a football field on that 4th down stop.
So a real key could be the status of Odell Beckham Jr. He scored the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. He became the lowest uniform number to score a Super Bowl touchdown, the number 3, the lowest ever. Brett Favre, the number 4, scored in a previous Super Bowl. But in any case, Odell Beckham Jr.'s injury status could be very significant. Not only did he have that touchdown catch, but he had a 35-yard grab on 3rd down and 11 on the Rams' second touchdown drive.
And I want to see the adjustment that Lou Anarumo makes to moving the pocket. I mean, the naked bootlegs, those have been ripping the Bengals for some pretty good yards. What sort of adjustment is going to be made there if they can make some kind of an adjustment? And that would eliminate the chunk plays. In my mind, defensively, the only knock I have is, he gave up 2 red zone touchdowns. When's the last time the Cincinnati Bengals defense allowed 2 red zone touchdowns on the first 2 offensive possessions or 2 red zone opportunities by the opponent? I mean, that's kind of rare. And then control the chunk plays. They're getting them to 3rd down. They're getting them to 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, but they're giving up chunks. 20 yards, 35 yards, 17-yard touchdown in the red zone. Those are the kind of plays that really hurt the defense in the first half. With that said, it's only a 3-point deficit. So it's anybody's football game. The Bengals get the ball to start the second half, Dan, and who knows?
Joe Mixon ran it well in the first half, 7 carries for 40 yards. He had a 14-yard run and a 13-yard run. He also threw a 6-yard touchdown pass, first TD pass of his NFL career. The Bengals' leading receivers in terms of catches, well, the Cincinnati three-way of Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, 3 catches each. Jamar Chase led in receiving yards with 62, including a 46-yard catch. The Rams' leading rusher, Cam Akers, he only had 10 yards on 7 carries, but Matthew Stafford had a big half, 12 for 18, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, with a passer rating of 109.7.
I thought both quarterbacks did a pretty good job of distributing the football to multiple targets, and to different quadrants of the football field as well. So, I think a big key in my mind is the Bengals defense to hold the Rams to under 100 yards rushing. They're tracking in that direction big time. In my mind, the Bengals have to generate over 100 yards rushing on the other side of things, and they're tracking there as well.
We invite you to stay tuned for Wayne Box Miller and the Kroger Halftime Report. Enjoy free pickup on orders of $35 or more at Kroger, fresh for everyone. Our halftime score in Super Bowl 56, the Rams 13, the Bengals 10. Here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Kroger Halftime Report. Again, just finished a great halftime show with Mary J. Blige, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kid, Dr. Dre, and it was a sight to behold, no question about it. Hey, don't forget the Kroger Halftime Report. At Kroger, you can save and score big on your game day faves. Plus, you can enjoy delivery or free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Let's check in now with Dan Hoard and Dave Lapham.
All right, Box, thank you. The Bengals in a familiar spot, trailing at halftime. That seems to be the case in this remarkable season, more often than not. In Super Bowl history, the team leading at the half generally wins. 40 wins, 11 losses under those circumstances. But throw out the numbers where the Bengals are concerned. As long as they're close, they've got a good chance, and they are obviously close. Down by 3, 13-10.
Well, unfortunately, the Bengals have trailed at halftime in every Super Bowl they've played. The first lead and only lead the Bengals got was on Stanford Jennings' 90-plus yard kickoff return touchdown against the 49ers. So, unfortunately, the Bengals have been playing from behind for a staggering number of minutes and this being the third Super Bowl, 2.5 Super Bowls, 10 quarters of play. Also, McVay, as a head coach for the Rams, they're 46-1 when they have a first half lead under McVay. So that one's kind of interesting as well. And the Bengals have not trailed in the first half of their four postseason games. So that's a little bit different today. Clean game, Dan. The Rams have been penalized twice for 10 yards. The Bengals once for 10 yards. Stafford is 12 of 18 for 165 yards. First quarter he was 6 for 6, but only for 56 yards. Second quarter 6 of 12, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception. And situational football has let the Bengals down. Red zone, that's situational football. The Bengals have given up 2 touchdowns and 2 opportunities defensively. Offensively, they scored 1 out of 2, settling for a field goal in the other one. On third down, the Rams started 4 for 6, Dan, and on the third down plays that they converted, a 20-yard reception, a 17-yard touchdown reception, third down red zone touchdown, 35-yard reception, a 16-yard reception. So they're 4 for 8 now. They started out 4 for 6. The Bengals have limited them on their last couple of third down opportunities. But, man, can't give up chunk plays like that on third down. So those are some of the things that kind of stood out a little bit in the first half from a statistical or analytical standpoint, I guess.
Looking at the Tri-Health sideline report, the Rams tweeted 34 minutes ago that Odell Beckham Jr. is questionable to return with the knee injury that he suffered in the first half. That would be a big blow if he does not come back.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, he has the 17-yard touchdown reception. He had a big reception on that crosser also in the first half of the football game. I mean, he and Stafford have really found a rhythm. That would be a major blow to the Rams' forces in terms of attacking the football field in the passing game. Again, it's going to be interesting to see what Lou Anarumo does. I mean, he's made some tremendous halftime adjustments with his coaching staff, and the players have executed. What's he going to do to slow down those chunk plays, control those chunk plays that Matthew Stafford has been able to get? And some of it because changing the launch point, getting him out of the pocket, rolling him on naked bootlegs, and shifting the defensive focus on their pass rush. They can't just zero in on 9 yards behind center like he's dropping back to pass.
And those were some second half keys brought to you by the Hillman Group. Proud to introduce Key Hero, a free, secure, and simple way to prevent being locked out. Visit your local hardware store to digitally back up your key to the app and say goodbye to lockouts forever. The Rams have a 13-10 halftime lead. The Bengals will get the ball to begin the third quarter when we come back on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Claw Hard Seltzer, crafted using seltzer water, 5% alcohol, and a hint of fruit flavor. Available in a variety of fruit flavors, including black cherry, mango, watermelon, and strawberry. White Claw Hard Seltzer is your open invitation to escape to pure enjoyment, whatever that means for you. Made simple because fun always is. When the question is, should we? We say let's. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works. Chicago, Illinois.
No matter what business you're in, you always want to bring your A game. Cintas helps over 1 million businesses perform at a higher level every day. Our dedicated Cintas service reps can deliver what you need to help your business run smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel, first aid and safety supplies to fire protection services.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Getting ready to travel and want to get there the fastest way possible? Nearly 70% of all travelers who fly out of CVG get to where they're going non-stop. With 12 airlines and tour operators offering 50-plus non-stop destinations and the lowest average airfares in the region, CVG Airport makes travel easy. Check out the options at CVGAirport.com to book your next getaway. That's CVGAirport.com for more info. Mask on, take off from CVG Airport.
The kickoff to begin the second half of Super Bowl 56 is going to be another touchback. Gay knocking it deep into the end zone, so the Bengals elect not to try to return it. They'll have the ball at the 25. Our halftime score, 13-10 Los Angeles. The Bengals have never led in this Super Bowl. They have trailed by as many as 10. We'll see if they can drive down the field and take the lead to begin the third quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Joe Burrow under center on 1st and 10 from the 25. The ball is on the right hash. Joe Mixon in the backfield. He had 40 rushing yards in the first half. They fake to him. Burrow now scrambling. Fires deep downfield for Higgins. Jumps up, pushes over his defender, catches the ball, runs it into the end zone. There's no penalty flag. A 75-yard touchdown. Burrow to Higgins as he knocked over Jalen Ramsey and ran it into the end zone to give the Bengals the lead.
Jalen Ramsey couldn't find the football, and by the time he did, T. Higgins found the ball, cut inside of him, and Joe Burrow, how about giving the Bengals lead a one-play drive? How about that? How about that for an answer in the explosive play category? Unbelievable. Joe Burrow manipulates the pocket and fires a strike. And T. Higgins finds the football. Ramsey doesn't. Touchdown, Bengals.
McPherson in to kick the extra point from 33 yards away. The snap, the put down by Huber. The kick launched high and straight and good. The Bengals have the lead, 17-13, 12 seconds into the third quarter.
The Bengals now have outscored the opponents in the third quarter by 80 points, regular season and playoffs combined. They had outscored them by 73 coming into the Super Bowl. And right away, on one play, and how about the little bit of trickeration from a formation standpoint? T. Higgins kind of pulls Jalen Ramsey out of the way. No call. I guess it probably could have been called. Jalen Ramsey was looking for a call, but the official felt like, nope, you're just making a play on the football. Jalen Ramsey sprawls to the ground, out of control. Joe Burrow says, I'm going to give you, it's a 50-50 ball, I'm going to give you a shot. And T. Higgins works his way around Jalen Ramsey, gets inside of him, makes the catch, and sprints to the end zone to give the Bengals a lead in Super Bowl 56.
So we have a replay monitor in our booth. It looked like T. Higgins grabbed the face mask of Jalen Ramsey.
And threw him.
Used it to throw him to the side. It was not called, and the Bengals have the lead. That is their longest play in their 3 Super Bowl appearances. This kick fielded at the 1. Powell run it back. He's at the 15. Tried to jump over 2 Bengals, and he got taken down by Marcus Bailey and Stanley Morgan.
Good.
And the Rams will start from the 17.
Good to have Stanley Morgan back, Dan. That guy covers hard. Hamstring injury. They've missed him for a few weeks. Darren Simmons was ecstatic to have him back.
Cincinnati 17, Los Angeles 13. The Bengals have erased a 10-point deficit. They were down 13-3. And with a pair of touchdowns, one on a throw from Joe Mixon, the other on a 75-yard pass to T. Higgins, the Bengals have the lead. Stafford in the shotgun. He's got Akers to his left. Odell Beckham Jr. is not back into the game. Stafford throws over the middle, and it is intercepted. It was deflected off Cooper Kupp, and it's picked off. The Bengals will take over at the 32. Chidobe Awuzie on the deflection off Cooper Kupp, and the Bengals have the lead and the ball at the Rams 32.
Second takeaway by the Cincinnati Bengals defense. And that ball is coming pretty well. Tried to get the left hand on it to control it and couldn't make the play. And that's the young guy, the hybrid wide receiver, tight end, Skoronski, who made the play, who tipped the ball, and the interception off the tip off of his left hand gives the Bengals offense a short field and another possession.
So the Bengals have it 1st and 10 at the 31 of Los Angeles, as it turns out. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Burrow in the shotgun. He wants to throw on 1st down. Swing pass into the flat. Caught by Mixon out to the left. He'll be wrapped up, and they'll blow the play dead for no gain.
And now, how big is that extra point miss? The Cincinnati Bengals have a 4-point lead. That extra point is huge. If you're driving, you have to think touchdown. Field goal doesn't do anything for you. A fan tries to run on the field and be a dummy. He's probably over-imbibed and overserved, and off the field he goes. Security secures him right away.
Getting back to the interception, you were right. It was Ben Skoronski who deflected the pass that was intercepted by Chidobe Awuzie, not number 10, Cooper Kupp, number 18, Ben Skoronski, only in there, Lap, in all likelihood, because Odell Beckham Jr. is out.
Yeah, Odell Beckham Jr. is out, and he also played early in the game when Odell Beckham Jr. was in as a 4th receiver / tight end. Higbee's injury kind of put him in a little bit of a hamstring in that regard. With the injury that Higbee had to the knee, really put him in a bind, and they put the hybrid guy in there, and it's kind of a 4 receiver / could be a tight end some of the time. And boy, that play hurt them badly.
First 2 plays of the second half, a 75-yard touchdown pass followed by an interception. The Bengals have it at the Rams 31. They lead at 17-13. Early third quarter. Shotgun snap. Burrow under pressure. Does a whirly bird spin to the left. Now trying to run back to the line of scrimmage. Gets shoved in the back hard by Aaron Donald and goes flying into the bench area. And now punches are being thrown on the Bengals sideline as Cincinnati's offensive line objected to the way Aaron Donald pushed Joe Burrow out of bounds after it was clear Joe was running out.
And Quentin Spain does not like what took place. Ernest Jones, he's targeted Ernest Jones, and don't mess with Quentin Spain. That is one big physical dude. And how about the tight spin move that Joe Burrow put on Leonard Floyd? Leonard Floyd's a believer now. Joe Burrow is athletic, and that's legal. It was in the field of play, and he pushed him. He was totally in bounds, but then Donald is working the Bengals sideline, and a little bit of exception taken to the play by Trey Hopkins and Quentin Spain and others. I like it. Protect your quarterback. I don't know if it's in bounds or out of bounds. Go over there and protect your quarterback.
3rd down and 10. Make it 11. That was a 1-yard loss and a sack. Samaje Perine checks in. The Bengals at the 32 of the Rams, leading by 4. Shotgun snap. Burrow with a quick throw. Caught by Jamar Chase on a little skinny slant. He'll be pulled down short of the first down at the 23. So it would be an easy field goal, you would think, for Evan McPherson if they elect to kick it, or they could go for it on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
Amazing the way Chase could slam on the brakes, and he uses C.J. Uzomah's block. He's running a slant, stops immediately, cuts off the block of C.J. Uzomah, goes north and south for yards after catch, gets as many yards, inches as you possibly can.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Play clock at 9. The Bengals go empty. Burrow extends the hands, catches a shotgun snap, looking, now scrambling up the middle of the field. He's got the first down and goes into a feet-first slide at the 17.
Joe Burrow manipulate the pocket with his feet, and then if he sees a distortion in the pass rush, if somebody gets out of their pass rush lane, he's going to make them pay. And that's exactly what happened. He saw the Red Sea part in the middle of the football field and said, I'm going to take advantage of this. They're dropping back. Linebackers are back. I'm going to be able to get a first down before they can recover.
It's a 4th down conversion presented by the law offices of Blake Maislin, and the Bengals have it inside the Gold Star red zone, looking to add to their 17-13 third quarter lead. 1st and 10 at the Rams 18. Burrow under center. Stretch run to the left for Mixon. Ball in the left arm, and he'll be pulled down at the 16. In between the 16 and the 17, he gained about 1.5 yards. Leonard Floyd and Troy Reeder were there for Los Angeles.
The Bengals go on a one-play drive, and now they're trying to just, take some time off the clock and grind a little bit, wear down the L.A. Rams defense some, as well as keep the Rams offense on the sideline. But 2 takeaways, 2 interceptions. Coming into the football game, Stafford had only thrown 1 in 3 postseason games. He's thrown 2 in less than 3 quarters today.
2-by-2 formation. Chase and Higgins out to the left. Burrow waiting for the shotgun snap on 2nd and 9. He has the football. Cocks the arm. Throws. Caught by C.J. Uzomah. Trying to run back toward the middle of the field. And 3 Rams are there to hold him until the whistle blows at the 12-yard line. Darius Williams got there first. And the Bengals are looking at 3rd down and 4.
The Bengals are really doing a good job of stretching the field horizontally on Raheem Morris's defensive football team. Spread them out, stretch them horizontally, and then you can attack up the football field vertically. So they're stretching them sideways and vertically as well.
Higgins, Chase, and Boyd out to the left. Uzomah out to the right. Now Boyd will go in motion and join Uzomah out to the right. 3rd down and 4 from the 12 of the Rams. Shotgun snap. Burrow cocks the arm and gets smashed to the ground. Burrow gets sacked back at the 20-yard line. Ooh. Aaron Donald with his 2nd sack of this drive, and the Bengals will have to settle for the field goal try by Evan McPherson.
Boy, I'll tell you, Joe's upset. He had an opportunity there, and he was like, he did a good job of holding on to the football. I thought that ball was going to be problematic. A bull rush that time. Adeniji just gets bowled by Aaron Donald, and Joe Burrow has to, when he cocked the football and brought it back down, it was over.
This will be a 38-yard field goal try from the middle of the field for Evan McPherson. Clark Harris will snap it back to Kevin Huber. Huber looking back at his kicker. Now turns his head, extends the right hand, catches the ball, puts it down. McPherson's kick lofted, and it is good.
Yes.
He remains perfect in the postseason, and the Bengals have scored 17 straight to take a 20-13 lead. That field goal presented by the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation. And a $500 donation has been made to 1 in 5 to help kick the stigma.
14 field goals. That ties Vinatieri's mark, doesn't it? 14 field goals in a single postseason. I think that ties Vinatieri right there.
We'll take a timeout. 10:15 left in the third. What a great start to the third quarter for the Bengals. A 75-yard touchdown pass, an interception, and a field goal. And the Bengals are up by 7 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Lance McAllister for Cincinnati Bell. Imagine the possibilities if everyone had fiber internet. Imagine no one left behind. Businesses, healthcare facilities, and schools evolving with technology and thriving. Imagine public Wi-Fi in smart cities. The ability to connect anytime, anywhere. That's the power of fiber from Cincinnati Bell. The fastest and best in future-proof internet. Built for tomorrow, powering your connected life today. Imagine the possibilities with fiber. Visit CincinnatiBell.com to learn more.
Looking to make a statement at your next event with something truly unique and special? Vonderhaar's Catering offers the perfect combination of exceptional service and delicious culinary offerings with a variety of menus and packages as well as specialty menus for all your needs. Visit Vonderhaars.com.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better, which means we put 166.7% into everything we do. With over a decade of partnership, Fifth Third and the Cincinnati Bengals are better together. Follow along this season as we highlight better together moments on and off the field, and keep an eye out for chances to win exclusive prizes. To learn more about how we're better together, visit 53.com/Bengals. This is banking, a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
The chant ripples through the tailgating crowd. Faces painted orange and black. The air is rich with the smell of grilling and the sound of joyous anticipation. These burgers and dogs are served on delicious ballpark buns and rolls, toasted golden brown over the flames. They complement the flavor perfectly. Each bite, a testament to the grill master's skill. Surely this will win Ballpark Griller of the Game.
The copyright of this broadcast is owned by NFL Productions. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the NFL Productions is prohibited. 10:15 left in the third quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals on a 17-0 run, and they lead the Rams 20-13.
They showed Mike Brown up in the owner's box before this kickoff coming out of break. And, boy, what's he thinking right now? A penny or a nickel for his thoughts.
McPherson lofts it very high, and it is going to be a touchback as it lands 2 yards deep in the end zone. And Brandon Powell knew with that hang time he would have not had a good chance to return it, so he lets it bounce.
Money Mac watched the whole halftime show. Money Mac's a big fan. And he watched, I guess, darn near the whole thing. That's right in his demo, man. That's right in his groove.
The Rams have it at their own 25-yard line. Odell Beckham Jr. is not back. Stafford in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers out to the right. He had 2 out to the left. Now Akers motions into the backfield, and Stafford moves under center. From the left hash, it's a handoff to Akers. Met near the line of scrimmage, strong enough to pick up a couple, but that's it. He's tackled at the 27.
Bengals did a darn good job of standing up to the running game. I mean, the Los Angeles Rams have not gotten much movement up front whatsoever. I mean, they really have been stagnated in terms of running the football.
B.J. Hill with a stop on 2nd and 8. Stafford wants to throw. His pass incomplete, intended for Cooper Kupp, curling toward the sideline. Eli Apple in coverage, and the throw is not particularly close. It's 3rd down and 8.
It wasn't. Eli Apple made Cooper Kupp cut his route. Looked a little bit short, but with that said, Stafford threw the ball high and wide. Big 3rd down right here. This was problematic for the Bengals in the first half. 3rd and long. 3rd and 9, they gave up a big chunk play. 3rd and 6 or more, they gave up 2 other big chunks. No more chunks.
Skoranek in at wide receiver. He's one of 3 out to the left in a cluster. Cooper Kupp and Darrell Henderson out to the right. Empty backfield for Stafford. He has the ball. Looking right. Cocks the arm. Throws downfield. Henderson with the catch before being tackled by Logan Wilson. They've done that a lot in this game. They've tried to throw it downfield to their running backs. And Hendrickson able to make the catch for the 1st down conversion as he's out to the 42-yard line.
And the Bengals feel like they've got one of the better linebackers in the National Football League from a pass coverage standpoint. Logan Wilson played in the secondary in the early stages of his football career. He understands angles. He understands leverage. But that was a good throw and a good route and a good catch.
15 yards on the play. 3 catches for Darrell Henderson for 43 yards. He stays in the game, lines up to the right of Stafford, who's in the gun. From the 42-yard line, the Bengals up 7. 9-10 left in the third quarter. Stafford catches a shoulder-high snap, sticks it in the belly of Henderson, and Jermaine Pratt wraps him in a bear hug and puts him on the ground after a short pickup. He is tackled at the 43, a 1-yard gain.
I believe Henderson had a 27-yard catch on third down, and a 25-yard catch on third down. Then he had that 17-yard catch right there. I mean, this kid has been a factor out of the backfield receiving the football.
2nd and 9. Kupp and Jefferson out to the left. Skoranek out to the right. Stafford back to throw. He fires, and a low throw, and it looks like it's going to be a catch for a first down. Cooper Kupp with a catch at the Bengals' 45-yard line to move the sticks. Jesse Bates touches Cooper Kupp after he's on the ground.
Cooper Kupp is such an excellent route runner. When he runs to his route, he'll jump in front of you, and he can cut in any direction. And he does it all equally well. Up-tempo again. Very little time in the huddle by the Rams.
12 yards on that throw to Cooper Kupp. 1st and 10, Rams at the Cincinnati 45. Stafford back to throw. The Bengals send a blitz. Short pass bobbled, caught at the 40. And the tight end running for big-time yards up the middle of the field. Inside the Bengals 30, tackled at the 28. That was Bryson Hopkins with his 2nd catch of the game. And it's going to give the Rams a first down at the 28-yard line, 16 yards on that play.
And he was so wide open, he had to catch it multiple times, but nobody was around him to separate him from the ball. He bobbled it. If somebody had hit him right at the reception point, that's an incomplete pass. But Von Bell ultimately gets there, finally gets there, but way too late.
The Bengals haven't blitzed much. They tried it there and did not get home. 1st and 10, shotgun snap. Stafford throws quickly, caught near the right sideline. And Skoranek runs out of bounds. They will mark him out short of the first down around the 22-yard line.
You know, that's something the quarterback says, all right, Skoranek, you know, you had a tough time. The ball bounced off your left hand. They got an interception out of it. I'm not quitting on you. You don't quit on me. I won't quit on you. You know, when a bad play occurs, compartmentalize and move on. Move on. Just accept the mistake was made. Don't make additional mistakes. And Stafford's gone right back to him.
6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 at the Cincinnati 22. With the Bengals up by 7. 6:55 left, third quarter of Super Bowl 56. Stafford under center. Akers lined up behind. It's a handoff. Akers met by Sam Hubbard and thrown to the ground. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I agree, Dan. I think that's 5 tackles for loss, at least. The Bengals have done a good job of penetrating and disrupting in that running game, and Sam Hubbard just absolutely abuses the tight end, gets inside of Hopkins' block easily, and makes the play on Akers.
3rd down and 4 from the Cincinnati 22. Make it 3rd and 5. It was a 1-yard loss on that play. The Rams go empty. Now Henderson motions into the backfield as Stafford waits for the shotgun snap. The Bengals shift up front defensively. Stafford hands it to Henderson. Now it is a throw by Cooper Kupp for Stafford, and he missed him. The throw was high. It's incomplete. It was like the Philly special, and Cooper Kupp's throw was too high for quarterback Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was open, but he wouldn't have scored. I mean, there were defenders that were in the area code, but he was open, and Cooper Kupp, that one just sailed on him. Jesse Bates was closing like a banshee. He read it and was closing on it, but a good throw would have been a completion to Stafford. I'm not even sure he would have generated the first down.
Matt Gay is in to attempt a 41-yard field goal try from the middle of the field, trying to cut the Bengals lead down to 4. His kick on its way, and it is perfect. Right down the middle from 41 yards out. So the Rams get points, but they do not get even. We'll take a timeout. 5:58 left here in the third quarter. The score, the Bengals 20, the Rams 16 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
You focus on your day-to-day life, and at TriHealth, we'll be focused on your day-to-day health. So you handle the daily caffeination. We'll handle the yearly vaccination. You handle the grocery checkouts. We'll handle the physical checkup. You find a plumber to fix the drains. We'll provide a doctor to fix the sprains. And while you handle the car maintenance, we'll handle the you maintenance. You'll face challenges and enjoy good health along the way. And TriHealth will be with you for it all.
Looking to make a statement at your next event with something truly unique and special? Vonderhaar's Catering offers the perfect combination of exceptional service and delicious culinary offerings with a variety of menus and packages as well as specialty menus for all your needs. Visit Vonderhaars.com.
Bundling home and car insurance with Geico is so easy, your neighbors are probably already doing it. But who? Look for the signs. Do they have a home and or car? Are they saving lots of money? Do they seem unusually happy? Do they have a child named Geico?
Geico! Dinner time!
Have they recently purchased a drone? That's unrelated to the Geico thing. I just really like to try one. But if you notice these other things, you may want to ask them how easy it was to bundle with Geico. Bundling is easy with Geico. Just ask your neighbors.
Shop the Bengals Pro Shop this season for all your Bengals needs. Men's Nike New Stripes jerseys, Fanatics, and 47 brand apparel, and New Era headwear. And for the female fan, women's tops, bottoms, and accessories. For the smallest Bengals fan, tees, jerseys, and headwear. It's all here at the Bengals Pro Shop at Paul Brown Stadium. Come in, call, or shop online at Bengals.com.
Take control of your career? First Star Logistics offers you the highest commissions in the industry as a logistic account executive. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com/careers or call 513-675-6120.
5:58 left in the third quarter. The Bengals have a 4-point lead, 20-16. The final play of the Rams' previous possession, they tried the Philly special and had wide receiver Cooper Kupp throw a pass for the quarterback, Matthew Stafford. You know, Lap, that's another area where the Rams miss Odell Beckham Jr. He's been very good in his career at throwing the ball on trick plays.
Absolutely. You know, so trickeration, Bengals touchdown, Joe Mixon touchdown pass, trickeration Rams, over Cooper Kupp can't hit Matt Stafford.
Gay, who just made the 41-yard field goal, will kick it off. Evans hopes to return. Chris Evans moving to his left, but he gives the signal that he will not try to return it, and it flies beyond the back of the end zone for another touchback. The Bengals will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25.
And answer. You know, the Rams took the ball down the football field, made plays, made third down plays again, which is disheartening. I mean, that situational stuff is where the Bengals have been so strong. Third down, red zone, all those kind of things. Offense needs to answer, take pressure off that defense.
The ball is placed on the right hash. 1st and 10, Bengals from their own 25. Burrow in the gun, Mixon to his left. Chase goes in motion, now goes back in the other direction. They run it to the right. Mixon trying to find a hole, and he picks his way around right tackle for a gain of about 3.5. Ernest Jones was there to make the stop for the Rams.
In the pregame conversation with Zach Taylor, I asked him, you know, what do you think a big reason the team went on a run? 6 wins, 1 loss in the last 7 games, counting the playoffs. He said, we've been masters of situational football. Well, today, really haven't mastered it. Need to down the stretch.
Drew Sample in a tight end. He's one of 3 receivers out to the left. Burrow in the shotgun, 2nd and 7. Catches the snap, drops back, under pressure, and goes down for a sack. Ernest Jones with a sack of Joe Burrow back at the 22-yard line.
Well, Ernest Jones isn't one that you come rolling off your tongue when you talk about pressuring the quarterback. They have the big 3. But Ernest Jones is the guy. He went to the ground, got knocked down, got back up, and made a play on Joe Burrow. And that's the 3rd sack on Burrow?
Correct. 3rd down and 13 for the Bengals. They lead it by 4. Clock running, 4:47 third quarter here in Los Angeles. Burrow waiting for the shotgun snap. Catches the ball, drops back inside the 15-yard line, inches up, fires, low throw, incomplete for Chase. Chase had run a good route, had separation from Jalen Ramsey, and the timing was a little bit off between Burrow and Chase.
Yeah, when Joe started to climb the pocket, he had one last little crow hop step that I thought was that one necessary? And I think the timing started right there with Joe's footwork, and the ball was thrown low. It starts with your feet and ends with your hand.
A 3 and out for the Bengals offense. Kevin Huber into punt. He's waiting at the 8 for the long snap from Clark Harris. Chest high snap. Huber punts. Powell is the returner. Moving toward the sideline. Catches at the 35. Runs to the 40. 45. And Clay Johnston jumps at his lower legs and brings down Powell. But it'll be a good drive start for the Rams. They're going to have it near midfield, trailing by 4. We'll take a timeout. 4:28 left, third quarter. Cincinnati leads 20-16 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
No matter what business you're in, you always want to bring your A game. Cintas helps over 1 million businesses perform at a higher level every day. Our dedicated Cintas service reps can deliver what you need to help your business run smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel, first aid and safety supplies to fire protection services.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Hey football fans, Rocky Boyman here. Playing in the NFL takes a certain kind of grit and dedication. And when you're on the field, you want a reliable team backing you up. The same is true for your trash and recycling service. That's why I rely on Rumpke Waste and Recycling. You ever watch them work? The Rumpke team has it. The determination to get the job done reliably, safely, and with environmental protection in mind. Need an open-top box for a job site? A dumpster for your business? New trash or recycling service at home? There's only one team, Rumpke. Visit Rumpke.com today.
At Kroger, fresh groceries are our thing. So we do freshness checks on the items in your delivery order at every step of their journey from our farms to our stores. And pick and pack every blue, raz, and strawberry in your free pickup order with the utmost care. Because we believe in treating your food the same way we'd want ours to be treated. It's the golden rule, only for like fresh fruit and stuff. Order now using the mobile app. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Thank you for tuning in each week and joining us throughout the season for the Bengals Game Plan Show presented by Bud Light. This one is for the fans. 4:28 left, third quarter. The Bengals lead it 20-16 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Rams are going to have the ball at their own 47 after a 43-yard punt by Kevin Huber, but a 12-yard return by Brandon Powell. We have received word that Odell Beckham Jr. is out for the rest of this game, so it's going to be Ben Skoranek out there as the third wideout instead of Odell Beckham Jr.
Boy, Ben Skoranek, he was going to have a role in this football game, and he had it in the early stages of the football game in the first quarter, made his first appearance, but now he's going to be a staple.
Skoranek out to the left, Kupp and Jefferson out to the right, Matthew Stafford under center. Jefferson motions to the left from the 47. Play action fake, short throw. It is caught, but Jefferson tackled right away by Logan Wilson, and it's a 1-yard loss on the play.
That was just played very well by Hilton. He came on a slot corner blitz, and that was an adjustment to the bootlegs. Okay, naked boot. Here he comes on the bootleg to the right, and Hilton makes him get the ball out of his hand quickly. Logan Wilson is all over Jefferson in coverage and makes the play.
So we got a timeout on the field for an injured player.
Who is it? Is he already off the field? I don't see anybody down. They're watering everybody up, but I don't see any injured player. But that bootleg action, a good adjustment, slot corner blitz. Linebacker has the receiver. When the slot corner vacated on that slot receiver, linebacker has to undercut it, and he did.
Chidobe Awuzie is not in the game at the moment. Trey Flowers has checked in, so it may have been Chidobe Awuzie. Second down and 11 after the 1-yard loss on that play. The Bengals shifting defensively, trying to confuse Matthew Stafford. They're rotating the safeties. Stafford drops back to throw. The pocket closes. His pass caught at the 50, and Logan Wilson will make the tackle right away A gain of 4 on 2nd down and 11. Cam Akers made the catch, and it's 3rd down and 7.
The pocket closed more quickly than it has in quite a while. Hubbard took an inside rush. Hendrickson took an outside rush, and Reeder stunned it.
They snap it to Stafford. He'll be sacked. They tried to hurry the Bengals up, and it does not work as DJ Reeder sacks Matthew Stafford and forces the Rams to punt.
And Sam Hubbard and DJ Reeder both come out in celebration of just that workmanlike effort. DJ Reeder, now the both ends rushed and made him step up and manipulate the pocket. DJ Reeder said, when you step up, I got you. Heck of a play by Reeder as he falls off the block and makes the tackle.
Johnny Hecker into punt. Trent Taylor waiting back around the 15-yard line to return. The Bengals about to get the ball back, leading by 4 with 2:55 left in the 3rd quarter of the Super Bowl. This is a very short punt. Trent Taylor tells his teammates to get out of the way, and it bounces out of bounds near the 20.
Thank you very much. Right off the right side of the foot. Shank City right there.
The end result is still okay. It went out at the 16-yard line. It bounced a while down the sideline before going out of bounds.
The Bengals have recorded 2 sacks now in this game, so head out to Mike's Car Wash tomorrow to receive $5 off a Mike's Ultimate Wash. How about that?
We'll take a timeout. 2:47 left in the 3rd quarter. The Bengals lead the Rams 20-16 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Hillman, your trusted hometown partner. Whether you are building a deck or hanging a cabinet, Hillman has the right hardware for every project, every time. Find us at your local hardware or home improvement store.
Now is your chance to order your 2022 Bengals season tickets. Lock in your tickets now and get the best seats for all our home games.
Season ticket members get the best seats, the best prices, playoff priority, and more. Secure your 2022 season tickets with an initial payment of just $200 per seat.
For Bengals season tickets, call the Bengals Ticket Hotline at 513-621-8383 or go to Bengals.com. Rule the jungle. Hey, it's Dave Lapham for First Star Logistics, a Bengals sponsor and one of Cincinnati's fastest growing companies. It's where you can score your next great job as a broker agent. It'll be your job to figure out and arrange the best way to ship freight across the country and around the world. First Star gives you a great base salary, plus uncapped commissions. Go for the career win. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com and tell them Lapham sent you.
The biggest Sunday ever for Bengals fans is almost here. While you're stocking up for the big game, don't forget to add Kleenex and Cottonelle to your lineup. Kleenex Ultra Soft's gentle protection is there for you through all your game day moments. Plus, the feel-good freshness of Cottonelle Mega Roll keeps you on the field for every play. Stop by Kroger today to stock up on large count packs of all your game day essentials, including Kleenex, Cottonelle, Scott, and Viva. Hoo day!
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat, so you can put that on everything.
Like buffalo wings.
Everything.
Buffalo nachos.
Everything.
Buffalo mac and cheese?
Yes, and also things that don't start with buffalo. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
2:47 left, 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals get the ball back, up by 4, 20-16. They'll have it at their own 16-yard line. On the final play of the Rams' previous drive, Matthew Stafford was sacked by DJ Reeder, and his left foot got caught under Reeder on the play. He limped off the field. He had it taped up on the bench. I'm almost certain he'll be able to stay in the game, but it might hamper Matthew Stafford.
And Dan, you know, that's not his push-off foot, but it's basically it's his transfer weight foot. He has to follow through, transfer the weight to the front foot. It could affect accuracy. If you have a problem on your transfer foot, a lot of times the ball sails high because you can't follow through and snap the football like you'd like to.
And his mobility as well.
True.
Ball on the left hash. The Bengals have it at their own 16, up by 4. Burrow ready for a shotgun snap. Hopkins fires it back. Burrow from the pocket. He's grabbed, and he is sacked. Not much of a loss. Robinson with the sack. Only about a 1-yard loss on that play as Burrow was moving forward when he was pulled down.
The first half, I thought the Bengals offensive line was very, very proficient and productive. But here in the second half, the Los Angeles Rams, they're more bull rushing. In the first half, they were trying a lot of moves. Here in the second half, they decided at halftime, let's just power rush and bull rush these guys, and it's working.
5 sacks for the Rams in this Super Bowl. 2nd down and 11. Burrow catches a shotgun snap. Looks to throw. Forced to scramble. Sacked again.
Man.
As he goes down inside the 5, it's starting to get ugly.
Yeah, I mean, you got to at least slow him down with a screen, a draw, something in the running game. They're not playing. This football team has a lead, and the Rams aren't playing the run whatsoever. They just ran a tackle and twist. I mean, the tackle just consumes the tackle and the guard by hitting a gap. Gaines does, and Von Miller loops inside, unmolested, untouched to the quarterback, Joe Burrow.
Back-to-back sacks have moved it back to the 4-yard line where it's 3rd down and 22. The Bengals almost certainly throwing some sort of a screen in this case. Burrow pump fakes, throws, caught over the middle at the 15-yard line. Bengals are going to pick up decent yardage. They won't get the first down. That was Mike Thomas with the catch, the former Rams wide receiver. He makes it out to the 20, and at least that will give Kevin Huber some breathing room as he comes into punt.
Yeah, Thomas ran a good route. They faked the screen to one side. Thomas was running a little in route on the back side of it, and Joe Burrow faked the screen left and went to him to the right, and he picked up yards, so at least you won't be kicking out of your own end zone.
Huber into punt. Powell waiting at the 35 to return. The Bengals up by 4. 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Good snap from Harris. Here comes the punt. This is a spiral that does not turn over. Powell charges forward, catches it, and gets tackled right away as he's brought down shy of the 50. Only Thomas. A 32-yard punt. Mike Thomas, again the wide receiver, not the safety, Michael Thomas. So Mike Thomas, who had the catch on the previous play, makes the tackle, and the Rams will have the ball at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they're going to have to do something to slow down this pass rush. And the other thing the Rams are doing very effectively, and the Bengals have had some problems with it, is twisting. Tackle and loop and penetrate tackle loop.
Chidobe Awuzie is back in the game at cornerback. Stafford under center. Akers is the running back. It's a run to the left for Akers. Uses a stiff arm to get away from Jermaine Pratt. Runs toward the sideline and then gets tackled in Bengals territory around the 48 by Von Bell.
Motion once again. I mean, it's almost like looking in a mirror. Both teams run motion for as much as anything to gather intel for the quarterback. If nobody follows that motion, man, it's zone. So you put that information in your memory bank, and the running back knows that it's a zone. He busts to the outside and outruns the perimeter.
5 yards on that run for Cam Akers. We're down to 11 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 5 in Bengals territory. Stafford under center. Play clock winding down to 5. Stafford trying to draw the Bengals offside as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. The Bengals will take the lead to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 56. The score, Cincinnati 20, Los Angeles 16 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hey, Skyline cheese lovers. Skyline is serving Skyways for a very limited time. Now through February 6th, order a Skyway and you'll get 50% extra cheese at no extra charge on your regular or large way. If you just can't get enough of that amazing shredded cheddar, come into Skyline and get 50% extra cheese at no extra charge. But hurry, Skyways are only at participating Skylines through February 6th. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
The biggest Sunday ever for Bengals fans is almost here. While you're stocking up for the big game, don't forget to add Kleenex and Cottonelle to your lineup. Kleenex Ultra Soft's gentle protection is there for you through all your game day moments. Plus, the feel-good freshness of Cottonelle Mega Roll keeps you on the field for every play. Stop by Kroger today to stock up on large count packs of all your game day essentials, including Kleenex, Cottonelle, Scott, and Viva. Hoo day!
So you're getting ready to travel and you want to get there the fastest way possible? Tell you what, nearly 70% of all the travelers who fly out of CVG get to where they're going nonstop, with 12 airlines and tour operators offering 50-plus nonstop destinations and the lowest average airfares in the region. CVG Airport makes travel easy. Check out the options at cvgairport.com to book your next getaway. Mask on, take off from CVG Airport.
At Selective, we know each business is unique,
so you can't settle for a generic insurance plan. Together with your agent, Selective builds insurance solutions that help protect the business you worked so hard to build. Now you can focus on growing your business, while our local experts in your community handle the rest. So talk to your insurance agent or visit selective.com to find an agent near you. Be uniquely insured.
Selective Insurance Company of America and its affiliates.
Get the latest Bengals news, feature stories, and access your tickets by downloading the official Bengals app presented by Fifth Third Bank. We head to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 56. The Bengals have a 4-point lead. The team that leads after 3 quarters in Super Bowl history, 42-11, with a couple of ties. We'll see if the Bengals can hold on to this 4-point lead and capture the Lombardi Trophy for the first time in their 54-season history.
You know, Dan, I would think that Jackson Carman may have not been very comfortable during warm-ups because Adeneji's kind of getting thrown around in there right now. Bull rush, I mean, the interior of the pocket's caving in. Jackson Carman is a little bit bigger body, naturally stronger guy. I just wonder if his back tightened up on him during pregame warm-ups because he missed a good chunk of practice all week long.
2nd and 5 for the Rams in Bengals territory at the 47-yard line to begin the fourth quarter. Stafford is under center, straightens up, touches both sides of his helmet. Has one receiver out to the right, another out to the left. He will hand it off on a run play to the left, and it's blown up. Nice. The tackle made for a loss as the Bengals' run defense continues to be exceptional. Sam Hubbard was there to make the tackle on Cam Akers for a loss of 2.
And that's the 6th tackle for loss in the running game, I think. I mean, you know, backwards they go. They're inverting the line of scrimmage and reestablishing it backwards. And there's nothing more disconcerting to a running back when he sees his offensive lineman's backside coming at him instead of going forward in the other direction.
Henderson checks in at running back. They've thrown to him often in these situations. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Shotgun snap. Stafford back to throw. His pass downfield.
The ball.
Incomplete. A one-handed attempt by Van Jefferson, and he could not reel it in with the right hand, and the Rams will punt.
Man coverage. Bengals do a good job of pressing everybody across the board at the line of scrimmage. And again, this is where OBJ, not having him, is a little bit of a factor. Eli Apple just plays the receiver's eyes. He never turned around to locate the football at all. Once he saw the receiver reach up for the ball, he started trying to swat at it with his left hand. Incomplete.
Here comes the punt from Johnny Hecker. Taylor moving forward, calls for a fair catch and secures it at the 16-yard line. So Hecker able to pin the Bengals inside the 20, but not inside the 10, which you try to do when you're punting near midfield. Just a 34-yard punt, and the Bengals will have it with a 4-point lead at their own 16-yard line.
And you know, Dan, to me, it seems like the Bengals have been backed up. They've been starting inside their own 20. Remember the drive because of the penalty at their own 10. I think the Rams have a decided advantage in average drive start per possession.
Joe Burrow under center. The Bengals have double tight ends in the game. They'll hand it off to Mixon on a stretch run to the left, turns his shoulder sideways, and gets knocked to the ground after a 2-yard gain at the 18-yard line.
When you're in a close football game like this, those hidden yards are big, making the Bengals go on long fields, whereas the Rams have had short field opportunities. I bet they've got at least a 10-yard advantage in average drive start from the middle of the second quarter on here. And that's a big deal when you don't have to worry about a first down and the other team does. That's massive as every possession unfolds.
37-year-old Eric Weddle made the tackle on the last play. Trent Taylor checks in at wide receiver. Wonder if they have something in mind for him. The Bengals go empty with 5 wides as Mixon goes out wide to the left. Burrow on 2nd and 8, catches the shotgun snap, now looks to take off, running to the right, throws, it is caught by Tyler Boyd, and he'll streak past the 30 and make it out to the 33-yard line. A 16-yard pickup and a Bengals first down. Taylor Rapp with a tackle for Los Angeles.
Yeah, he ran away from Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp gets up and he's rapping to his teammates about being unhappy about lack of support or something he's talking about. But Joe Burrow, again, manipulates the pocket, gets out of pocket, extends and creates as he's running to his right. Tyler Boyd running in the same direction.
The Bengals go back to double tight ends, both on the right side of the line. They give it to Mixon, and He'll be tackled by Ashawn Robinson at the 34-yard line. A 1-yard run for Joe. He had 40 rushing yards in the first half. He only has 8 in the second half.
And boy, but I still think the magic number, I think the team that wins this football game is the team that rushes for over 100 yards. And if the Bengals can keep the Rams under 100 yards rushing and they can exceed that, not Joe Mixon rushed for 100 necessarily, but the entire football team in some way, shape, or form getting over the century mark.
Bengals have 55. The Rams only have 30. Second down and 9. The Bengals at their own 34 with a 4-point lead in the fourth quarter. Burrow cocks the arm, throws, incomplete at the 40-yard line. T. Higgins extended his hands, got his hands on the ball, but was hit immediately, and the ball came out. It's third down and 9.
Well, the secondary and the linebacker level, they know that the pass rush is so extreme that they're going to crowd those areas. They're going to crowd it. I mean, they are coming downhill and saying, we know you're not going to throw it over our heads. They are closing on every route, reading the quarterback's eyes and seeing the pressure he's under.
The Rams have sacked Joe Burrow 6 times. They've hit him 8 times. It's third down and 9. Uzama in the backfield to the left of Burrow to pick up the rush. Burrow under pressure, and he is sacked for the 7th time.
Oh,
penalty flag thrown late.
Let's see if there's a celebration or somebody was talking a little trash as far as the LA Rams are concerned, or is there a penalty on the Bengals for illegal use of hands or whatever?
Joe Burrow is down and grabbing his right knee.
Oh, boy.
His teammates help him to his feet.
He's limping. And on that one, it was like pass rush drill. They ran a spin move inside, just got to him immediately.
Joe limping badly.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 75. That penalty is a half the distance from the end of the play. The down counts as 4th down.
Isaiah Prince, after the fact, trying to protect his quarterback when he saw he was hit so hard, hit somebody late. Thing is, use that energy before the whistle and the dead ball. Don't expend energy and have an unnecessary penalty that hurts your team with field position.
The right knee is not Joe Burrow's surgically repaired knee, but it's the one that's given him trouble this year, and it got twisted awkwardly on that sack, and he was in serious pain when he went down.
Boy, the Rams are just bowling, Dan. Every move is a power move.
7 sacks for Los Angeles. Huber into punt, catches at the goal line. Gets off the punt, gets knocked down. No penalty flag. This punt will be caught at the 32, and the Bengals will make the tackle at the 35.
Kevin Huber,
great coverage. Kevin Huber wondering why there's no flag.
He can't believe it. He's like, he didn't deflect the ball. The official's saying if he touched the ball, and Kevin Huber's like, he didn't touch the ball. I mean, he hit me. He hit my leg, not the football.
Replays of the last sack on Joe Burrow showed him screaming on the ground and grabbing his right knee. We'll take a timeout. 11 minutes, 29 seconds left in Super Bowl 56. The Bengals lead the Rams 20-16 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hi, this is Jerry Jean, president of Waltz Business Solutions. What a great time to be a trusted provider for the Cincinnati Bengals. And better yet, what a great time to be a Bengals fan. Let's take it to the end zone, Bengals Nation. Hootie!
Hey, Bengal fans. At Medical Mutual, we care about the health and well-being of Ohioans like you. That's why we offer high-quality health insurance plans. With access to hospitals and doctors you know and trust, plus dental, vision, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your best health. Medical Mutual is proud to be the official health insurer of the Cincinnati Bengals and everything you love. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com/Bengals.
Looking to make a statement at your next event with something truly unique and special? Vonderhaar's Catering offers the perfect combination of exceptional service and delicious culinary offerings with a variety of menus and packages as well as specialty menus for all your needs. Visit vonderhaars.com.
Since 1964, Hillman has been your trusted hometown hardware partner. From small projects to big builds, Hillman has the hardware for every project, every time. Find us at your local hardware or home improvement store.
USI Insurance Services, Cincinnati's #1 insurance broker. For over 100 years, your Cincinnati USI team has been protecting local businesses and employees. And today, with more than 200 USI offices across the country, we have the resources and the reach to tackle even the most complex insurance needs. Let us show you how the right plan and the right partner can help protect your company's most valuable assets. USI, proud insurance broker of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Fifth Third Bank and the Cincinnati Bengals, better together for over a decade. On the field and in the community, we're working hard to make Cincinnati a Fifth Third better. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals.
Well, the Bengals have the dubious distinction of tying a Super Bowl record. They have surrendered 7 sacks. That has tied the record. We remember that happening to the Patriots against the Bears. Great defense. Yep. In a blowout win for the Bears. Well, the Bengals are winning despite surrendering 7 sacks. Joe Burrow walking around in the bench area after limping off the field, hurting his right knee. Now he's sitting down on the bench. Nobody from the medical staff is talking to him at the moment, so it looks like he's going to be able to gut it out.
I think he's got some sort of a pinch cartilage or flap, and those things will work themselves out, but it's painful.
The Rams take over at their own 35. The Bengals up by 4, 11:29 to go. Stafford fakes a handoff, now swings it out to a wide open target, running at the 35, 40, and Van Jefferson goes out of bounds around the 42-yard line. Some words exchanged after the play. Gain of 7 yards.
Well, Dan, you remember the Titans game, 9 sacks, actually 11, but 2 were nullified, 1 by penalty, 1 by timeout. That was a record. Winning a game while giving up 9 sacks. Now you have a lead, giving up 7 sacks. So you're talking about less than 7 quarters of football, allowing 16 quarterback sacks.
Roger Staubach, the only other quarterback to be sacked 7 times in a game. In that Patriots game, it was more than one guy. Here's a handoff, and the Bengals' run defense is incredible. Logan Wilson and Mike Hilton with another tackle for loss back at the 40-yard line.
Man, they just leveraged that play perfectly. I mean, inside, outside leverage, nowhere to go. Man, that's just a great call on the edge. Tries to bounce it, and both of them come off their respective blocks and just high-low leverage it beautifully.
A loss of 2 on the play. Sony Michel tackled. 3rd down and 5 as a result. The Rams have it at their own 40. The Bengals up by 4. The clock running. 10-17 left in this Super Bowl. Empty backfield for Stafford. 3 receivers in a bunch out to the left, 2 out to the right. He has the ball. He drops back to throw. His pass too high and incomplete. He was throwing for tight end Bryson Hopkins, and he missed him.
Yeah, he had him. I mean, the Bengals...
Check that. It was Skoranek, number 18, Ben Skoranek.
He had him. The Bengals didn't play that bunch formation all that well as it unfolded, and Skoranek was there. I mean, it was available, and just didn't hit him, just overthrew him. Boy, that was a big play, that tackle for loss on 2nd down. Big time.
The Bengals defense gets a 3 and out. Johnny Hecker into punt. Trent Taylor waiting back at the 15 to return. Puts the nose of the ball down. Kicks it straight up in the air. This isn't going anywhere, but it's going to bounce and roll down the sideline, and he gets a good result out of what looked like a lousy punt. It goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 44 yards thanks to the bounce and roll.
I was talking about field position, Dan. The last 3 drive starts for each team. The Bengals, they're 25, they're 16, they're 16. The Rams, they're 47, they're 48, and they're 35-yard line. I mean, they're giving up 2 first downs before they even get started.
We'll take a timeout. Joe Burrow will stay in the game. 9:58 to go, and the Bengals lead at 20-16 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
We've been doing our own thing for more than 50 years at Gold Star. All so you can do your own thing. The Coney thing. The veggie thing. The fries thing. The juicy flat top burger thing. The cheesy, crunchy, wrapped up in a tortilla. Can't believe this is a thing. It's not what you'd expect from a neighborhood chili parlor, and we think that's a good thing. At Gold Star, you're invited to come as you are, like what you like, and follow your own recipe.
driven to be the best. It's in the DNA of every Olympic and Paralympic athlete, and in every new all-wheel drive Toyota, including the rugged new Tacoma and legendary 4Runner, with new vehicles arriving daily. Now through February 28th, get 2.49 APR financing on an exciting new 22 Camry all-wheel drive with approved credit, or get $500 APR cash on any new 22 all-wheel drive Venza when financed through TFS. Get details at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You focus on your day-to-day life, and at TriHealth, we'll be focused on your day-to-day health. So you handle the daily caffeination. We'll handle the yearly vaccination. You handle the grocery checkouts. We'll handle the physical checkup. You find a plumber to fix the drains. We'll provide a doctor to fix the sprains. And while you handle the car maintenance, we'll handle the you maintenance. You'll face challenges and enjoy good health along the way. And TriHealth will be with you for it all.
Looking to make a statement at your next event with something truly unique and special? Vonderhaar's Catering offers the perfect combination of exceptional service and delicious culinary offerings with a variety of menus and packages as well as specialty menus for all your needs. Visit vonderhaars.com.
Hey, Bengals fans, stop into your local Gold Star to get your 2022 Bengals commemorative cup with the purchase.
Number 70 has reported as an...
The purchase of a Coney crate. Supplies are limited, so get yours before the rest of Who Day Nation does. If you score a cup, you can bring it in for free. Pepsi product refills during the entire month of February. Joe Burrow stays in. 9:58 left in the fourth quarter. The Bengals lead at 20-16 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. And the Bengals are going to come out with a sixth offensive lineman in hopes of protecting Joe Burrow. It's a handoff to Mixon. Nice hole up the middle. Joe runs through an ankle tackle and makes it all the way out to the 28 for a 12-yard run. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Well, Deontay Smith was the sixth lineman. He checked in, and you had Sample and Uzama next to each other outside of right tackle Prince. So they said, I'm putting our big boy pads on, and we're going to hammer it up the gut. And Joe Mixon found a crease, and he squared those shoulder pads up and went north and south with a great body lean.
12 yards for Mixon. He's got 60 yards on 12 carries, 5 yards a run. Deontay Smith checks out. He was only in for the one play. The Bengals go with 3 wide receivers. Higgins out to the right. The other 3, including Uzama, out to the left. Play clock at 1. Shotgun snap. Drop play handoff to Mixon. Charging to the 30, 35, and tackled after an 8-yard run. A great drop play call by Zach Taylor, Brian Callahan, and the Bengals offensive coaching staff.
What you do when they're overwhelming you in the pass rush, what the Bengals are doing here. Put as many people as you need to run the football at the line of scrimmage and hammer them, and they did it successfully. Run a draw, run the screen. There are ways to slow the pass rush down, and they're utilizing a few.
The sixth offensive lineman, Deontay Smith, is back in. Lines up next to the right tackle, Isaiah Prince. They hand it to Mixon, ran into Adeniji. Joe strong enough to gain about a yard, but he did not get the 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Well, they overloaded the right side with the big boys. Deontay Smith and both tight ends, Sample and Uzama again. And Joe ran it to the backside. He ran it behind Spain and Big Jonah Williams, and the Rams stood up to it.
3rd down and 1. Deontay Smith out. Joe Mixon out. Chris Evans, a good receiving threat out of the backfield, checks in. Boyd and Higgins out to the right. Here's a throw for Evans. He makes the catch, and he's got the first down. Not by much, but the throw from Burrow is right on the money. Evans made the catch. Ernest Jones tackled him right away, but the Bengals got what they needed on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, whenever he sees linebacker on running back, Joe Burrow is going to go right there. That's an extension of the running game. You got a one-on-one situation, almost like a long lateral. You have a linebacker on a running back in space. Make a move after catch, move the chain.
2 first downs so far in the drive. The clock running. We're down to 7.5 minutes to go with the Bengals holding a 4-point lead, 20-16. Burrow fakes a handoff. Now screens it to Mixon behind the line of scrimmage. Uses a stiff arm, but will not get back to the line. There's going to be a loss on that play. Depending on where they mark Joe Mixon out, they're going to mark him out at the 37-yard line, a 3-yard loss.
I'll tell you, Ernest Jones has made a lot of plays. I mean, he's been very active. He's been around the football. You know, they are targeting that second level as much as they possibly can. Thought Joe Mixon might get 10 to 12 catches potentially in this football game, the way the Rams play defense, and he might.
Second down and 13 after the 3-yard loss. Chase and Boyd out to the left. Uzama and Higgins out to the right. It's a draw play handoff. Mixon running toward the right sideline. Tried to cut it inside a defender and got tripped up just a bit by Darius Williams. And he goes down at the 39 after a 3-yard run.
Yeah, Darius Williams is 5'9", 187 pounds.
Ernest Jones is hurt.
Ooh, that'd be a tough blow. But Darius Williams, 5'9", 187 pounds. Joe Mixon's much bigger than that. Darius Williams said, I'm going low, and I'm going to try to take your legs out from under you, and that's what he did.
So Ernest Jones, the linebacker we've been talking about, who's been excellent today, was sitting down on the field. The medical staff came out to look at him. He's up, and now he's trotting toward the sideline and appears to be okay.
What you'd like to do here is grind the clock and put at least a field goal on the board. If you can punch it in for a touchdown and take a 2-score lead at this stage and have between 2 and 4 minutes left in the game, whatever that may be, let your defense run the 4-minute drive or the 2-minute drive to preserve the game.
The Bengals have taken more than 3 minutes off the clock so far on this drive. Now Evans checks in. The Bengals are going to go empty. Can they protect? Burrow waits for the shotgun snap. Joe has the ball. Quick pass, and it's dropped. A rare drop by Tyler Boyd. That is his first drop of the year. He had more targets than any other player in the National Football League without a single drop, and his first drop all year comes in the Super Bowl. It would have been short of the first down. He would have had to try to run after the catch to get it, but he flat out dropped the ball.
Right, and he kind of had his eyes going up the football field a little bit. He was looking to see where coverage was coming from. Should he try to move to his left or his right? He was thinking about the run after catch before securing the pin.
6:20 to go. The Bengals about to punt it back to the Rams with a 4-point lead. Kevin Huber launches it down the field. Fair catch signal given, and it is secured by Brandon Powell at the 21-yard line. So the Rams will have it at their own 21. 6:13 remaining. Cincinnati leads 20-16.
One thing Stafford has been great at, fourth quarter comebacks. I mean, he's the best in the National Football League in generating fourth quarter comebacks. Will he be able to do it for the Rams at this stage with 6:13 left in the football game to give his football team a lead, or will Lou Anarumo on his defense get it done?
Stafford with 44 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime in his NFL career. Even when he was in Detroit and the Lions didn't win a lot of games, when they won, it was often because of a Stafford fourth quarter comeback.
He has been amazing in that regard. And as long as the Rams feel like they're within striking distance, they have a tremendous amount of confidence in their quarterback because of that.
So on the Bengals' last possession, they never forced Joe Burrow to stand back there in the pocket. They were able to pick up a couple of first downs and take some time off the clock. But it's obvious, having been sacked 7 times, they do not want to put Joe Burrow in harm's way if they can avoid it.
And really, the Bengals have played a very clean football game. They were stopped on 4 downs, but they haven't turned it over otherwise. But that's equivalent to a turnover. And the Rams have 2 interceptions, so the Bengals are +2 in the conventional turnover stat, but I think it's safe to say that they're +1. But still, being plus in the Super Bowl is where you want to be. You don't want to be on the other side of that. I mean, basically the Rams have basically given away 2 possessions. The Bengals gave away only 1.
This year in the fourth quarter, during the regular season, Matthew Stafford, 12 touchdown passes, no picks, and a passer rating over 126.
Boy, I'll tell you, that to me is where a quarterback makes his money. His fourth quarter, his third down passer rating, and fourth quarter passing rating. That's the money situations for great NFL quarterbacks. It makes good quarterbacks great quarterbacks when they can execute on third down and in the fourth quarter. That's when they have to shine.
2 touchdown passes early in the game for Stafford, 2 interceptions since. His passer rating is at 83.4. Joe Burrow, 237 yards. That's 11 more than Stafford. 1 touchdown, no picks. A passer rating of 105.1 despite being sacked 7 times.
Boy, Joe Burrow, a couple of big chunk plays. 1 for 46, and then the touchdown pass to Higgins those two chunk plays generating half of his yards.
Skoranek and Jefferson out to the left. Cooper Kupp out to the right. Stafford in the shotgun. The running back is Cam Akers. From the 22, Stafford back to pass. His throw caught up the seam. And a decent pickup on the first down throw as the tight end Hopkins made the catch. And he runs it up to the 30-yard line for a gain of 8. Make it 9.
The Bengals have 2 sacks themselves, but for the most part, Stafford has been kept very, very clean. He's got out of pocket a lot to change the launch point.
2nd and 1. Shotgun snap. Stafford back to throw. Pump fakes. Now throws. Incomplete. Intended for Skoranek. Covered by Eli Apple. And it's 3rd down and 1. You know, the Rams have gone up-tempo quite a bit.
They have.
And it hasn't worked.
You know, it's interesting because the guy that basically revolutionized the game with the up-tempo no-huddle, Sam Weich, did it in the 88-89 season. And, you know, it became a real issue. Marv Levy caused problems in the AFC Championship game. Here, the Rams are doing it against the Bengals.
And the Bengals get a stop on 3rd down and 1. The Rams at their own 30. 5:44 left in Super Bowl 56. The Bengals up by 4. Stafford hands it off. Akers tackled close to the first down marker. It's going to depend on the spot.
Oh, it's short. They're running it in short.
He got to the 30, maybe a little past it, but he needs to get closer to the 31. It looks like it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Rams.
Wow. Are they going to go for it with this kind of field position? It looks like they are. Looks like they're going to say, make sure you stay on side. Don't be a sucker for the hard count. Don't allow them to generate this first down by penalty.
This could be the game. 5:07 left, and the Rams ready to go for it on 4th and 1 at their own 30. Stafford under center. 2 receivers. They're going to go with an end around, and it's going to work as Cooper Kupp will run it out to the 37-yard line.
Well, you know, that's not a bad call because you have a guy that's about 210 pounds. And when he gets out there against smaller players on the perimeter, I mean, he's a force. He really is. His run after catch is always huge, so in their minds, that's a safe play.
Gutsy decision pays off. Stafford back to throw from the pocket. His pass incomplete. Excellent coverage on the back out of the backfield. Akers by Logan Wilson, and it's incomplete.
And the clock stops with 4 minutes and 31 seconds to play. The Bengals and Rams both have a full complement of timeouts. They all have all of them. And, of course, the 2-minute warning will be another clock stoppage. So there's a lot of football to be played.
Could the Bengals get a 3rd interception off Matthew Stafford? Chidobe Awuzie and Jesse Bates have picks for Cincinnati. 2nd down and 10 Rams at their own 37. The Bengals up by 4. 4.5 minutes to go in Super Bowl 56. Stafford ready for the shotgun snap. He has the ball. Drops straight back. Throws to the left. Caught by Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He's short of the first down by 2 yards. 3rd down and 2.
Well, 3rd down and 2. Defensively, you have to realize it's 4-down territory. They went for it, backed up further than this. If they're not successful on 3rd down, they're going for it on 4th.
They line up quickly on 3rd down and 2 at their own 45. Shotgun snap. Stafford throws. Caught. And Hopkins, the tight end, has a first down. Von Bell will make the tackle right at midfield. And the Rams have picked up a couple of first downs and have the ball just past the 50.
Massive extra point miss by the Rams on a bad snap that they had to try to scramble around and convert on a 2-point conversion. They didn't.
Empty backfield, shotgun snap. Stafford retreats 5 steps. Now swings it out to the right, caught close to the sideline. And the Bengals, Von Bell, will make the stop. Catch was made by the running back, Akers, and he only gained about 3 yards on the play.
So now with a 4-point lead, field goal does them no good. So the Bengals defense, bend but don't break. You're going to have to make stops on 4 downs. Field goal really does not. You still are enjoying a 1-point lead because of that missed extra point.
2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard pass to the running back. Stafford in the gun. Akers to his left. Shotgun snap. Stafford looking to throw. Inches up in the pocket. His pass caught over the middle. Cooper Kupp inside the 30, and he gets tackled at the Cincinnati 24-yard line.
Boy, I'll tell you, he is so physical, so fearless in the middle of the football field. And Stafford has so much confidence in his ability. Good run, a good route run, good leverage, and then he's between linebackers and safeties and making extra yards and securing the football.
22 yards on the play, 6 catches, 83 yards for Kupp. Shotgun snap, Stafford throws, it is caught. Cooper Kupp again at the Cincinnati 17. A 7-yard pickup on that first down throw. Logan Wilson with the tackle.
Well, I'll tell you, this offensive line is giving Stafford a lot of time to throw the football. And that foot injury that we talked about a little while ago when he got rolled on a little bit by DJ Reed, there seems to be no issue whatsoever.
Stafford in the shotgun, second down and a long 2 at the Bengals 16-yard line. Catches the shotgun snap, inside handoff. Akers escapes and runs for the first down. The Bengals slowed him down in the backfield, but Akers able to keep fighting and grinding, and he makes it all the way down to the 8, pounding his right fist into the turf after one of his best runs in this Super Bowl.
2-minute warning, minute 55, 2-minute warning here.
And the Rams will be 8 yards away from a potential go-ahead touchdown. We'll take a timeout. 1:55 left in regulation. Cincinnati 20, the Rams 16 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Bill Weber with AE Door and Window.
And I'm Adam Weber. AE Door and Window is ready for spring with our Spring Celebration. Get the best pricing of the year on Clopay Garage Doors and LiftMaster Garage Door Openers. AE Door's 3 showroom event kicks off February 18th.
Don't miss out on these great savings at AE Door and Windows.
Register weekly to win a free opener as well as a grand prize of $1,500. No purchase necessary to win.
Find out more at AEDoorSales.com.
We sell the best and service the rest. AE.
This is Jim Breach, former kicker and all-time leading scorer for the Cincinnati Bengals. This season, the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation will be donating $500 for every made Bengals field goal to help make a positive, lasting change in the battle with mental illness. Up to $10,000 will be donated to 1 in 5, helping the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation and you kick the stigma and start the conversation.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better, which means we put 166.7% into everything we do. With over a decade of partnership, Fifth Third and the Cincinnati Bengals are better together. Follow along this season as we highlight better together moments on and off the field, and keep an eye out for chances to win exclusive prizes. To learn more about how we're better together, visit 53.com/Bengals. This is banking a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
We worked together at the hospital, so we started going to Skyline. It was a place that we could decompress and relax, and it always made the day so much better. It's harder now to get together, you know, kids, family, and jobs, but when we go to Skyline, that's our place. It's always a good feeling at Skyline. Yeah. You get all the good feels.
Skyline Chili is now hiring. Apply online at skylinechili.com/careers.
1:55 left in regulation of Super Bowl 56. The Bengals clinging to a 20-16 lead, but the Rams have it first and goal at the 8. They started from their own 21 with 6 minutes and 13 seconds to go. They've covered 71 yards on 11 plays. They've taken 4 minutes and 18 seconds off the clock. They went for it on 4th and 1 with 5 minutes left at their own 30. They gave it to Cooper Kupp on an end around, and he gained 7 yards. Since then, Kupp has had catches of 8, 22, and 8, and it's helped the Rams drive to the 8 with 1:55 left.
So he rushes for the first down and then goes to work after that first down rushing on 4th down. Will the Bengals be able to make a stop in a goal-to-go situation? Who's going to come up with the interception? We've had multiple players come up with interceptions in this very situation. Who's going to step up in the Super Bowl?
Shotgun snap. Stafford looking around for an open target, and he flings it out of the end zone. And he had Van Jefferson open, and yet elected to throw it through the back of the end zone.
Boy, I wonder if that got away from him. I mean, it's almost like he threw right in the direction, but the ball just sailed on him. I mean, his release point was off, you know, and he kind of can't believe it. But Van Jefferson, along the back line of the end zone, could have made a play on a better throw.
Second and goal from the 8, 1:51 to go. The final defensive play of every Bengals playoff game has been an interception. Can they extend that streak? Stafford catches a shotgun snap, retreats to the 17, short pass, incomplete, intended for Henderson, covered by Jermaine Pratt. Looks like Sean McVay is arguing that he was held, but there's no penalty flag, and it's 3rd and goal from the 8.
Yeah, McVay wanted a call on Jermaine Pratt going over the back, but no call, and really the ball was thrown into the ground. Jermaine Pratt did a nice job of leveraging the back out of the backfield.
The Bengals had 2 defenders around Cooper Kupp. They're trying to eliminate him in the red zone on 3rd and goal from the 8.
Particularly with no Beckham Jr. out there.
Kupp, one of 3 receivers out to the left. Single receiver out to the right. Stafford waiting for the shotgun snap from the 8-yard line. Catches a high snap. Drops back to throw. His pass over the middle.
Nice.
Swatted down by Logan Wilson. There's a penalty flag down as he reached around Cooper Kupp and swatted the pass down.
They're calling holding on Logan Wilson. Not interference. They're calling holding.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 55. Penalties half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Not the yardage, but it's a new set of downs. Now it's 1st and goal. And Logan Wilson, they didn't make the call on Pratt, but Logan Wilson, they call him for a hold. They called it on Logan Wilson. They showed a replay of Hilton. They thought he was doing the holding. The penalty flag was not called on Mike Hilton. It was called on Logan Wilson.
1st and goal from the 4. 1:44 left. Shotgun snap. Here comes a blitz. Stafford rolling to the right. Throws into the end zone. Cooper Kupp makes the catch. Gets blasted. There's a penalty flag down.
Helmet to helmet contact after the catch. He went smush to smush. After the catch was made and the hit was made, the flag went down. Let's see if that's the call or if it's something before that. Holding. Wow. Holding on the Rams is Jesse Bates' indicator.
Cooper Kupp got up woozy after that hit. But he's staying in the game. 1:38 left. As the officials discuss 2 flags on the play. One at the line of scrimmage, one in the back of the end zone.
There were 2 fouls during the play, one by each team. Holding, offense number 79. Dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 24. By rule, those fouls offset. Will repeat first down.
Do it over again. It's a redo. Havenstein. He's the one that was called for holding at the right tackle position, and he definitely had a fistful of Hill, and then the hit right after the reception on Von Bell. They call for unnecessary roughness, offset, play it over again.
1st and goal from the 4. 1:38 left. The Bengals leading by 4, 20-16. Stafford in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. The veteran quarterback waiting back at the 9-yard line, left foot in front of the right. He has the ball. He's rolling out to the right. Cocks the arm, throws, incomplete at the goal line, and another penalty flag on the Bengals.
Going to call Jesse Bates for early contact.
Intended for Cooper Kupp, who is slow to get up, but he is on his feet.
Boy, this was a very penalty-free football game until this drive, until this sequence. I mean, there were hardly any penalties called in this game, and now every single snap there's at least 1 penalty flag thrown, in some cases 2.
Pass interference. Pass interference. Defense number 20. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
Now it's going to go to the 1-yard line. So Eli Apple is the guilty party. He got called for the interference. 1st and goal at the 1 for the Rams. And all this time is being eaten up. A minute and 35 seconds. The Bengals do have all of their timeouts remaining, but at some point, you're going to have to give Joe Burrow time. And boy, will that Rams pass rush be teeing off.
1st and goal from the 1. Stafford under center. The running back is Akers. Stafford runs a quarterback sneak, and he does not get in. Tackled for very little gain, and now the Bengals are going to start using their timeouts with 1:29 to go. That'll be the first timeout used by Cincinnati, trying to preserve time for Joe Burrow in the offense.
You know, this reminds me.
Timeout. Cincinnati, their first of the half. This is a 30-second timeout.
this reminds me of the Raiders playoff game. You know, all the penalties right down the stretch of that football game that the Bengals ended up winning, or it was Tennessee, one of them. The Bengals, all those penalties, and the Bengals kept running clock, and kicking, you know, a field goal, or scoring a touchdown, I should say, and then a conversion. I mean, this is what the Rams want to score with no time on the clock is what they want to do. They not only want to score a touchdown, they want to give Joe Burrow as little time as possible to respond.
The Bengals have 5 defensive linemen on the field. 2nd down and goal from the 1 as the Rams look for a go-ahead touchdown. Stafford is under center, takes the snap, floats a fade into the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown to give the Rams the lead. Cooper Kupp with the catch, and the Rams have pulled ahead with 1:25 to go.
Well, Cooper Kupp says, no OBJ, I'll just take more on my shoulders. And that was the Cooper Kupp drive. He had the big run on 4th down. He had a few catches afterwards, finalized by a touchdown reception, working against Eli Apple. Back shoulder throw by Matt Stafford. Coverage isn't bad by Eli Apple, but Cooper Kupp secures the football, goes to the turf with possession, touchdown.
Big point after coming up. The kick is up by Gay, and it is good. So the Rams have a 3-point lead with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the Super Bowl. The Bengals have 2 timeouts to work with, but can they give Joe Burrow time to try to either tie it and force overtime with an Evan McPherson field goal, or win it with a touchdown of their own?
In that Rams pass rush, if you think it's been teeing off with 7 earlier sacks, wait till this drive. They will not even play the run. It is pin your ears back and try to meet at the quarterback.
How about a 15-play, 79-yard touchdown drive to give the Rams the lead with a 1:25 to go?
And Matthew Stafford's 4th quarter comeback story just continues to be written. None bigger than doing it in the Super Bowl. I mean, if this ends up being a game-winning drive for the Los Angeles Rams, engineered by Matt Stafford in the 4th quarter, a 15-play touchdown drive, wow. That goes down. I mean, that's your legacy right there.
That was the first time all year the Bengals have surrendered a touchdown in the final 2 minutes of a game. Regular season or postseason.
Penalties were killer, no question about that.
It's up to Joe Burrow. Here comes the kick from Gay. And he crushes it. No chance to return for Evans. And the Bengals will need to drive from their own 25. They would need to get to about the 40 of the Rams to be within the range of Evan McPherson. Better still, a 75-yard touchdown drive in the final 1:25 to win the Super Bowl.
I'll tell you, though, this is where Evan McPherson is such a weapon. I mean, his range is extraordinary. Just give him a chance.
Samaje Perine in the backfield, in all likelihood to help protect for Joe Burrow. Chase out to the left, 3 receivers out to the right. Burrow ready for the shotgun snap. He has the ball. Burrow's quick pass. Chase with a catch.
Yeah.
Running away from Ramsey to the 40. And he runs out of bounds to stop the clock at the 42-yard line. A 17-yard play to begin this critical drive.
Ramsey gambled. Ramsey took a chance. Ramsey broke on the football too early. And as a result of that, Joe Burrow throws the ball away enough from Ramsey where not only the catch, the run after catch by Chase. Boy, Ramsey took a chance. He rolled the dice and came up snake eyes.
5 catches, 89 yards for Jamar Chase. 1st and 10 Bengals from their own 42. They need to get about 20 more yards. Burrow back to throw against the blitz. His throw caught at the 50. Tyler Boyd with the catch as the Bengals pick up a quick 8.
I'll tell you, it may be one of those situations where the Rams are saying, we left Joe Burrow too much time. Too much time on the clock. Joe Burrow, Joe Cool is engineering it.
We're down to 58 seconds to go. The Bengals still have 2 timeouts remaining. It is 2nd and 2 at midfield. The Bengals down by 3. Shotgun snap. Burrow with time. He's going to throw it deep for Chase. Chase broke off the route, and it floats way downfield, about 20 yards past him, out of bounds For an incompletion that stops the clock with 48 seconds to go, the Bengals looking at third and a long yard.
Yeah, I think Joe just didn't want to take a sack there, and he threw it like 5 yards out of bounds. Like Jamar Chase couldn't have made a play on it, even if he was able to finish that route. Joe just did not want to lose yardage in this situation.
Huge play coming up. Third down and a long yard at midfield. The Bengals down by 3 with 48 seconds left in Super Bowl 56. Joe Burrow hands it off. Samaje Perine very close to the first down. I don't know if he got it. The officials come running in.
Playing it short.
So it's going to be fourth and less than a yard.
Marking it short. And remember, this was early in the game. The Bengals in the first quarter go for it on fourth down in a yard or less and couldn't get it. It happened on second down. They generate nothing. Third down, incompletion. Fourth down and a yard. Couldn't generate that. Stop on downs. Got to make this one.
The Bengals had to use another timeout. They're down to their final timeout with 43 seconds to go. They need to gain about 10 more yards to be within field goal range. But first things first, they need to gain 1 to keep their hopes alive in Super Bowl 56. Burrow in the shotgun. Samaje Perine to his right. 3 receivers right. Jamar Chase to the opposite side. Burrow ready for the shotgun snap on fourth and a yard. Long count. Joe has the ball. Drops back to throw. He gets hit. He gets rid of the ball. It's incomplete. Intended for Perine. And the Los Angeles Rams are going to win the Super Bowl.
Boy, the Rams, they have a 4-down stop in the first quarter and a 4-down stop at the end of the football game. They didn't have any true takeaways, no fumble recoveries, no interceptions, but stopping the Bengals on downs twice. And who made the sack? Aaron Donald. That's his third sack of the day.
Well, it's not a sack because he threw the ball.
Okay, well, the pressure and the basically equivalent to that. Fourth down, just throwing it out into space. He stops anything from happening, but 2 quarterback sacks, and then the biggest play of the game, pressures Joe Burrow and spins him around like a top. That's a big, big effort by Aaron Donald, and I think he has a shot to be MVP.
Agreed. Cooper Kupp will certainly be a candidate as well for his heroics on the final drive. As Aaron Donald ran toward the sideline, he pointed toward his ring finger. He is going to have a Super Bowl ring. The Rams will line up in the victory formation. 39 seconds left in the Super Bowl. The Rams scoring the go-ahead touchdown with 1:25 to go, as the Bengals were not able to protect Joe Burrow or a fourth quarter lead. The Bengals have 1 timeout left, but they're not going to bother to use it. Zach Taylor embracing Andrew Whitworth, and now heading toward the 50-yard line to shake hands with his former boss, Sean McVay.
A 15-play drive. That's very reminiscent of the Bengals. They had a 16-play drive because all these penalties on third and fourth down, extended drives for the Bengals, and gave them a first and goal ultimately at the 1-yard line, just like the Rams got in this Super Bowl against the Bengals. And they get a touchdown pass to Kupp to finish off the comeback. And boy, what a fourth quarter drive by Matthew Stafford.
In many instances, the storyline going into the Super Bowl does not play out the way people think it's going to. But in this one, unfortunately for the Bengals, the experts got it right. The Bengals offensive line versus the Rams defensive line turned out to be the key to the game. 7 sacks for the Rams, most of them coming in the second half. And that's the difference as the Rams come back to win it 23-20.
Boy, about halfway through the second quarter, I'm like, the offensive line's doing a heck of a job. I mean, they're holding up pretty well. And then the dam broke, and the water started pouring in. Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Floyd, everybody got involved. And, man, it's just this Super Bowl finalizes a heck of a year in terms of playoffs and competitive balance in terms of playoffs for the National Football League. I mean, the drama, the intensity, the interest level. I can't imagine what viewership was like. I mean, I bet people were telling people that maybe not that big a fan, you got to turn on the Super Bowl. You got to turn on the Super Bowl. This is unbelievable. but the Bengals come up on the short end of it. And another Super Bowl, Dan, that the Bengals have now lost 3 Super Bowls by a total of 11 points. 11 points. 3 Super Bowl losses. Unbelievable.
The Bengals had a 7-point lead. About 5 minutes into the third quarter. Great start to the third quarter with a 75-yard touchdown pass from Burrow to Higgins, an interception by Awuzie, and then a field goal by Evan McPherson. Cincinnati was up 20-13, but Matt Gay answered with a field goal that made it 20-16 going to the fourth quarter. The Bengals offense unable to do much after that Evan McPherson field goal as the Rams kept getting sack after sack, and eventually the Bengals defense, which by and large did a great job in this Super Bowl, could not prevent the Rams on their final drive. 15 plays, 79 yards. It took 4 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock. It included a 4th-and-1 conversion and a 1-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp. Gives the Rams a 23-20 Super Bowl win.
1 for 3 on third down with the Cincinnati Bengals. On fourth down, I should say. 1 for 3. And those 2 fourth-down stops were brutal, were critical, and determined mightily, contributed mightily to the outcome of the football game. They negated the 2 interceptions that the Cincinnati Bengals had in form of takeaway because, I mean, field position was a factor on the first one. The Bengals went for it, and the Rams had to only travel less than half the football field to score their first points of the game. That one was huge. And then, obviously, the last fourth down where, you know, it ended the football game. Ended a very competitive, well-played football game. And the Cincinnati Bengals just come up on the short end of the stick.
There's no Hollywood ending for the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl 56. The LA Rams are Super Bowl champions by the final score of 23-20. We'll take a timeout. Our post-game coverage will continue here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.